just in case. There's a lot going on. I hope this computer can handle it.
I put on Twitter, I'm proud of everyone who showed their games at E3. I can actually say I really enjoyed this E3. I know some people were just like, May stuff we weren't feeling because it's the familiar and we know it. Yeah. I have a lot of positive stuff to say. Like, there's a lot of games from each press conference. You know, and some of them, yeah, like a ways out. Of course, I'll get that because other people are getting it because they want to play it. Not my cup of tea, but Anthem, yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, there's some big.
I'm listening. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, there's a lot of big games that I'm surprised that I really, really want to get into. Like, I didn't think I knew I was gonna probably get Assassin's Creed eventually, but I think like that setting is super interesting, and the fact that the big rumor is they're getting away from the animus stuff and like all that future crap and just focusing on like the historical part of it is really interesting. Anthem looks super interesting. You know what was really interesting was Microsoft had a ton of indies and Sony had none.
Yeah, that is well,
like I mean, in comparison to like what they used to have.
Oh yes,
like because like that first year when Microsoft, that like right when the consoles were announced, Sony came on stage with like indie because of their they announced their self-publishing thing.
Right.
Yeah, sorry. But Ubisoft had a killer conference opening up with Mario Cross Rabbids thing. Yeah, I want to hate that game so much, but that game looks amazing. It's Mario XCOM. It's Mario XCOM.
People were saying that, and I gotta give to Ubisoft that they got the art style down. I was just like, okay, let's see where you guys go with this. Me and Larry was talking about it, and we don't know if it's going to be arena based or level based. Like if it's like World 1-1, and then you go to different parts.
If it's like XCOM, it's probably going to be mission based, to where like you go through like. So I guess if you're looking at it in terms of a Mario game, it's going to probably be, World 1-1, World 1-2, World 1-3, but like, they'll be set up as missions, and you'll have like a home base type area, because like the way XCOM works is, you're commanding an army on a ship, and you choose what missions you want to go to based on like your level progression and the characters that you've leveled up and stuff. Like you just choose a level to help grow.
Yes.
In terms of this game, I'm sure it's not going to be as complicated as XCOM. I'm 100% guarantee it's not as complicated as XCOM, but it'll probably be kind of Mario 3 overworld style, I'm guessing. Like that's kind of what I'm envisioning in my head, is like you'll get to this area of the Mushroom Kingdom, you'll move through these different levels, and then you'll move on to the next world, and then you move on to the next world. That's just kind of what I'm envisioning in my head. Or it could be some sort of like Paper Mario-esque thing where you're walking through these levels, and then you'll just battle.
Okay. I think it's Star Child, or no,
Starlink. The Toys to Life spaceship game.
For that, I want to play it on Switch when I get one. Me and Larry was talking about it, and I'm getting a Star Fox vibe from it, and I'm cool with switching out the parts for the airplane. And at one point, there was a red ship, and I was telling Larry this. I was just like, this ship reminds me of Cowboy Bebop. And I was just like, if I could, I'm like, that would be cool if you could mod your own ship, like somehow, of course, buy parts and stuff. But it would be cool to see like people custom make it. I don't know. It would just be so cool, because I was just like, I was looking at it and I was just like, yeah, that's going to cost some money getting different pieces, and hopefully people don't lose them and stuff. But I'm down for that game. I'm like, if it really plays like if they get the control right and it really plays like Star Fox, and of course people gonna be like, well, this is what Star Fox Zero should have been. You know, I'm cool with it. But if it gives me that good Star Fox vibe and it plays that strong, get on their hand. And I think people probably will buy it more on Switch than they will on Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah, the thing I liked about Ubisoft's conference too is they like secretly announced 6 Switch games possibly. Like the big rumor right now, which we're gonna probably find out in about a half hour, maybe during the Treehouse or whatever, because we're gonna kind of record our Pow Block over the Treehouse stuff too. Like, this isn't gonna be like a typical episode of Pow Block. We're talking now, and then we're gonna react to the show, and then we're gonna react after the direct during the Treehouse, and we'll talk about the stuff that's happening on the Treehouse too for I don't know, a couple, like an hour and a half, 2 hours ish type thing. We're not going to do all the Treehouse because life things like
Yes.
we have stuff to do, but like we're going to go for a couple hours and talk about this. But the thing I liked about Ubisoft's press conference is they secretly announced 5 to 6 Switch games depending on this Beyond Good and Evil 2 thing, which I actually bought Beyond Good and Evil the day it came out instead of Prince of Persia. I was that person because like everybody's like, it's kind of like Zelda. I'm like, oh, I like Zelda.
It's weird. I when I brought Prince of Persia.
Ooh. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Let's turn up the sound. Okay, so they're obviously playing ARMS. Probably smart to lead with the stuff that's coming out on Friday.
Right. Rocket League. What?
Rocket League?
Yes.
Wait. You're ahead of me. Nice. Rocket League for Switch. That's huge. You're a little bit ahead of me.
For it to come to that system.
Yeah. You're a little ahead of me, but it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's all right. Just, okay, Pokken Tournament.
Oh, FIFA.
Nice. I'm really excited. I think I'm going to get FIFA for Switch. Splatoon 2, yes. I can't wait.
Yes.
Yesterday, I paid off ARMS and Splatoon 2. So I'm pretty excited. Man, like just the way Nintendo's presented everything, like since the Switch has come out, is very not Nintendo. Like it's very aiming towards the late teens, early 20s audience. Like,
right.
They are just leaning into that hard. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Reggie! Woo! Reggie excites me. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, that was cool.
Nice.
Huh?
Shh.
Xenoblade? Yes!
Please be Xenoblade. Yes.
I want this soundtrack so bad.
I'm really excited for this. I don't know about you.
Oh, I want it. I want it all.
The rumor is it's coming in February now, but I guess we'll see.
Oh, delayed to 2018.
Yeah. Not surprised, but that's okay. Nintendo has too much coming out this year anyway.
Right. Oh, this game looks so
This gives me such Final Fantasy IX vibes. It's crazy.
Dude, I need this. I literally need this desktop of this game, like on my computer.
Yeah. Like, I love the art direction of this game.
Yes. It has a Tales kind of style to it, like a Namco Bandai.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. Every time I see the airships and the cities in the sky, I think of Final Fantasy IX. Like every time, and I don't know why. It just gives me that vibe.
Wow. I did not even think about that.
Are we going to be able to customize our own character in this, you think?
Probably.
Do you think because of like the controversy with X and the whole like boob slider that never made it here, you think they're really going to do that?
They could. I think if my lift listened and want to incorporate it, I think they could do that.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, dude. Oh my gosh. Xenoblade looks so good.
Oh. Dude, Xenoblade Chronicles X needs to come to Switch.
Yeah.
I want that. I want this background. I want all of it.
Oh my gosh, look.
This art style, man. This fantastic.
Oh, it's so good.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yes. Holiday.
Oh, Holiday 2017.
Yes. Wait, if Holiday, what if that's their November game and Mario comes out in October? Gosh, a Kirby game already? Well, Switch is dead.
Oh, looks good.
I'm just kidding. That's the joke they always make on NBC every time a Kirby game comes. Wait, is this for Switch or 3DS?
Switch.
Really? Okay. Okay. Edward, I'm not taking any notes. I should probably be taking notes.
I got notes. I'm taking them.
Okay. That's why you're my trusty co-host.
Trust me, when I have to do multiple shows, I have notes. Got to make an appearance.
So Xenoblade.
Kirby 2018. Takahashi.
Sure have been.
Just get some more out. We need more so I could get one.
I know. Stop it. We know what the console is. Come on. More games that I'm going to spend money on and not play. Woo!
Oh, it will.
Pokemon? Hold on. Are they announcing Pokemon right now?
It should have. Zilakakis, my revenge. I will get my revenge when I get this game after I get the system.
Ed, we need to plan a trip for you to come here.
Oh, I'm literally planning. It's probably gonna be $250 during the train, but I got to come.
Wait,
What?
did he just say Pokemon? Did he just say Pokemon?
Yes.
Pokemon next year?
Coming in the year. There will
Better be a Pokemon game.
he said core Pokemon. You're bringing a mainline Pokemon game. I thought they would never do it.
Hold on, what is this? Is this Metroid? Is it Metroid? Is it Metroid? It's Metroid! Ah!
What? 4?
Metroid Prime 4. Yes!
What? Yes!
Yes! I knew it!
Prime 4 now development.
What I say at NGR last week? I said Metroid Prime 4 logo will be shown. I said it. Check the tapes. Animal Crossing? Yoshi. Dude, Nintendo just won E3. Man, I thought this was going to be like... This is kind of an interesting take on the Yoshi's Woolly World, like an evolution of it. Dude, Pokemon and Metroid back to back just happened. It just happened.
I know Larry Giver had just came in his pants.
This game looks interesting. Metroid Prime 4 is coming to Switch. Yeah.
Yes.
It's not Yoshi 2018. Ooh. Oh. Oh, Fire Emblem. I was like, what's happening?
I think they're gonna probably name it something later on, so probably next year.
Man, I hope they do what I hope they would do.
Is it Fire Emblem Warriors? Would that be the name of the game?
Yeah. Dude, did you see that Metroid? The 4 reveal was the Samus logo that morphed into a 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fire Emblem Warriors. Fall 2017.
this has got to be their September game. Maybe their October game.
Ah, Numa.
Fall. Shh. Yes, Zelda.
Okay.
Haha. Ooh, DLC packs.
Oh,
Ooh,
need to
they're
see
showing
this.
the holiday one?
Trial of the Sword.
Oh, is that all they're showing? Or are they showing both? I don't care.
I
I
think
just want
that's
to get back in Trial of the Sword. This is exciting. I can't wait to get into this.
ooh. Okay,
Oh,
can I have
jeez.
the soundtrack? Can I have the soundtrack?
Oh my gosh, dude. Nintendo has won E3 by far already.
Pretty much, yeah.
Dude, they showed Xenoblade's coming in the holiday, Pokemon and Metroid next year. Tingle costume. Sorry, I don't need the Korok mask. I already found them all. I wish they would add New Game Plus to Zelda. That's a cool piece set of artwork, though.
I want a poster of that too.
Man, this every time he plays the accordion, it reminds me of the Mexican restaurant my parents and I used to go to all the time.
That's so cool. Uh, I'm just gonna put BOTW DLC showcase. Ah, that sounds so good. The
Do we get to play
Champions
as
Ballad
Zelda?
DLC pack.
Do we get to
Oh, the
play
June
Zelda?
30th and holiday 2017.
Wait, do we
Okay,
get to
so
play Zelda? Switch and Wii U. Oh, right. I forgot Zelda came out on Wii U.
thank you.
I'll take Amiibo.
Ooh.
Did you just say the Doritos champion?
They're gonna sell out.
Yeah. I need those Amiibo. Why is he walking on the beach?
That's gonna be good.
I'm excited for ARMS. We just tweeted at the same time.
Exactly. I was like Nintendo won.
Wait, is this the end? No, I want more. Reggie. He's the best. Yes! This kid. Dude, if they get Beyond Good and Evil 2 as a timed exclusive and Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, ready for that.
I don't even know what to do with myself right now.
Corey, I'm telling you, my life is not ready for that.
I literally don't know what to do with my hands. Rocket League? Is that what this is? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'll play it if it's on Switch. I wonder if they're going to have Mario Karts in there.
They have to.
Okay. They just put a Mario hat on the thing. Cross network play?
Exclusive battle car. Cross network play. Wow.
So you'll be able to play with Xbox and PC. Yes. Whoa, are they porting Xenoblade? This looks like Xenoblade. No, it doesn't. I lied. I got excited.
Oh, this is the Monster Hunter.
Oh, Monster Hunter. Double Cross or Worlds. Oh, jeez, it's the Mario hat. What is happening? What is that?
I love the soundtrack.
What is happening? This is awesome.
Yes, I love all of this.
Dude, everything we saw today, I forgot they were showing Mario Odyssey.
I love that Bowser amiibo so bad. I love him dressed up in that white outfit.
Oh, look at the 2D stuff. This is
cool. They turned it to 8-bit.
Dude, he's turning it into all these enemies. This is awesome.
Oh, what the soundtrack.
I know. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
And it looks beautiful.
Yeah. Did you see all the suits?
Yes.
Dude, look at all the power suits. Yes. October. It is their October game. Is that it? Aw.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Was that it?
Yeah.
That was it. Aw. Well,
My life is literally happy.
yeah,
In just 25 minutes, Nintendo just killed E3.
Yeah, they did. I'm moving our video over to Nintendo's 5 event. So we were watching the what was it called? IGN's live stream. And now I'm moving it over to Nintendo's Treehouse. So if you're watching, I'm sorry you're seeing my sweet Destiny 2 backdrop. But there. Okay. All right. So, okay, they're talking a little bit about Mario Odyssey, but let's talk about what we saw real quick, Ed.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy crap. I don't even know what to do right now.
They just killed it.
Oh my gosh. Nintendo
they literally just killed it. Now, and people might say, well, what about Sony and Microsoft? They had a great game. Yes, they had a great game. They had some great lineups. Nintendo delivered. You're getting Metroid Prime 4. They just said that it's in development. I'll take it. I'll literally take it. Now, we don't know if it's Retro Studios just yet, but I'll take it. I will literally take it, because where do they go from here? Where do they go from here? Kirby looks good. Yoshi looks really good. Xenoblade coming holiday 2017. I think it's gonna release after Mario. People wanted finally a Pokemon core game. You're going to get it in the year. And so I'm now thinking now, because and I personally said this, I was just like, Nintendo would never bring it, but I guess the more money, I think what's going to happen is, to help Nintendo, the Pokemon company, make more money, bounce off each system every year if they can. So we're getting Ultra Sun and Moon, and then next year we'll probably get Pokemon Switch, wherever that game is going to be. So we'll probably see that at next year's E3 with a direct. Fire Emblem, Warriors, I think that's going to sell very well. If it has a lot of the characters people want. Breath of the Wild DLC, kind of impressive, very impressive. Soundtrack, of course, is beautiful. Rocket League, yeah, they're about to make some more money. Definitely with this crossplay, we shall see how that works. I think it probably would come in later. I don't think they're going to release it at the time when the game comes out, because of Nintendo's online just yet. But we shall see. And customization, of course. Mario Odyssey, goodness, I want the soundtrack. I want Bowser in that white suit. I want the game now. Like Mario Odyssey right now is my game of E3.
Yeah, it was. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do right now. So we're gonna be joined by El Capitan himself, Rey Osorio, in a few moments. He wants to talk Nintendo. Man, that's crazy. People asking us to join to talk about Nintendo. That's backwards from the last 10 years. But
and so,
I mean, I think the announcement of Metroid Prime 4 was huge. And that's what Retro is working on, right? I'm assuming it's Retro working on that. I need to go back. Now I need to bust out my Wii U and play the trilogy again. But
I think working on 2 games, and they probably got, if they're working still on their new IP, I wonder if Nintendo told them to hold off of it and help develop Metroid, because I don't know who's going to be helping them develop this game.
Yeah.
You know,
The way they revealed the Metroid Prime 4 logo was like, I had a feeling, because like it was space, and I was like, this is going to be Metroid. This is it. And then the clouds kind of formed the Samus S logo. And then like you could see it just barely. And then it morphed into the 4. And I was like, this is it. This is Metroid Prime 4. And then you just see it slide over and the Metroid Prime logo appear. I was like, dude, I knew they were gonna mention Metroid. I just knew it.
But what's with the Super Metroid sound? What's with the Super Metroid music?
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was just like
I just got to switch my audio around. What's up, Ed?
Ed sounds like a little robot, but it's okay.
Oh, please don't say I sound like a robot.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit.
What's up, Corey?
Oh my gosh, Ray! I'm so glad you're here. Me and Ed get to have someone else to talk about. Oh wait, we're trying to watch this direct, and I have my Facebook page open. It's all right. Ray,
what's up?
What is your opinion on the Nintendo Direct?
I'm really, really hype about it. It really makes me want a Switch, because everybody was like, "Oh, is that Metroid?" And then it was like, because the 4 came up, it's like Metroid Prime 4, and it was just like everybody's like, "Well, no trailer." I was like, "Dude, the announcement was good enough," because we heard not one peep about Metroid at all during Wii U.
I called it 2 weeks ago on NGR Radio. I said they're going to show Metroid. They're going to show Metroid. It's just going to be a logo, and everybody's going to go nuts. Called it.
If you remember though what I said about Nintendo, I was like, we're probably going to get another Kirby game.
Yeah,
Kirby game.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? What the thing with the Kirby game is that it was supposed to be that one that came out for 3DS, and then the new one for 3DS that they might reveal a little bit later on, Treehouse Live, because 2 of them were supposed to be on 3DS. So, it meant that one of them was coming to Switch.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Kirby and the Yoshi announcements were nice surprises, and the Rocket League announcement was awesome.
Yeah, I saw the ball and I'm like, Rocket League? Hey,
I know.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, and then like, I mean, right now they're showing levels off in Mario Odyssey, and like, what blew me away about this Mario Odyssey stuff was they showed off probably not only the ability to like throw the hat onto an enemy and become that enemy, but they also had a mini montage of probably 8 to 10 power suits.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. What is happening to Nintendo right now? Like,
Xenoblade Chronicles looks good. I was just like, hey, that's coming too. What's up?
Yeah, this holiday.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be their November game. Because Mario's coming in October.
Literally, the artwork in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I need like a desktop. I need of that game looks so beautiful.
It gave me, I mean, Ray, I was telling Ed this earlier, but Xenoblade Chronicles 2 gives me such a Final Fantasy 9 vibe.
It does have a very Final Fantasy 9 vibe. As you guys know, I'm a big Final Fantasy nerd. I haven't really followed much since 12, because 13 I played 13, the first part of it, and it was a train wreck. I'm like, I can't do that again. Played some of the Final Fantasy 14, and then I want to play Final Fantasy 15 at some point. I haven't got around to it. But yeah, no, it definitely has a very old school, like the JRPG vibe to it. It also reminds me of a little bit. Do you remember the game Baten Kaitos?
Mm-hmm.
The card, but it's not that art style and the visual, like the feel, the vibe of it is just kind of like. Hey,
I was getting more like of the Tales game.
I mean, it does have what Tales.
The characters look like Tales, but the environments and the airships and the cities in the sky, the way they're designed and that the art direction of the environments is very, very Final Fantasy 9, which excites me.
So I think the fall direct is probably going to come in September or October before Odyssey comes out, and we'll probably get more of the holiday games coming out, because like on this list, I think the first one that's coming out is going to be Mario and the Rabbids Kingdom Battle. That's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one that we know of is Mario Odyssey in October. So November, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 should come out. If not, I think it might come out. Go ahead, Corey.
Well, like we do know what Pokken's coming in September, right?
Yeah.
September game.
Pokken is coming in September.
Yeah. Geez, now Matt's asking.
When is Fire Emblem Warriors?
Yeah, that's the big question. Like, I thought that was going to be their September game for a long time, and then it turned out that Pokken. But it might come out at the end of August, mid-August, because they don't have an August game.
Yeah, the other thing that I'm actually kind of happy that I said Nintendo needed to do, Corey, and we talked about it. I said Nintendo's going to have to transition their main Pokemon franchise, to Switch. In order for Switch to become much more successful, they're going to have to do it. And the thing is like Nintendo Hardcore, I got attacked in a group that I'm in. I got literally told that I don't know what I'm talking about because that would be the dumbest thing ever for Nintendo. I said, no, have them have it on both, but eventually transition to Switch.
Well, Ray, I've been saying this. I've been saying this, that they wouldn't bring it to Switch because they make too much money on 3DS.
They can put it on both and double dip as long as they want to support 7-year-old tech.
I think Ultra Sun and Moon is like
Nintendo, Ray.
Yes, I know.
Gosh, hey Matt.
But you know what? Hey Matt.
I'm on my lunch. I'm only gonna be here for a little bit.
I felt that they wouldn't put it on Switch because they make too much money on 3DS, and because Switch is not available out right now for a lot of people to get, it wouldn't be wise enough to put a Pokemon game
2018
on.
though, bro. 2018.
And like, I am surprised that they went ahead and did Ultra Sun and Moon. I'm surprised they're doing like almost like a Black and White 2 situation. But I am happy that it's not on Switch. Like at first I was kind of disappointed. I'm like, why are they not putting it on Switch? But like the easy answer is there's 70 million 3DSs out there. But the other answer is like, you don't want to show off your new hardware with a game that's running on a decade-old hardware, because that tech was old when the 3DS came out, besides the 3D, right?
Yeah.
So like, you don't want to show a game on your new hardware that is built for that. And now that they've kind of confirmed that, a core Pokemon game's coming to Switch, what they said next year, right? They said next year.
They said in about a year.
Okay.
So Corey.
Yeah.
So my question to you guys with this is, do you think Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon may be the swan song for Pokemon on 3DS?
No.
Just like you said
they're
earlier,
gonna
switch off. I think they're going to switch off. So
I think the RPGs. I think the RPGs for Switch are going to be, if they're going to keep 3DS going, which it sounds like they are, unfortunately. Like
for whatever reason.
Yeah, like I mean,
70 million reasons.
Like
that's
3DS. I like my 3DS. I like my 3DS a lot, but there's a reason why I did not get Fire Emblem for 3DS in May. Right? It's because Switch has spoiled me, and I think the more people jump on board to Switch, the more people are going to abandon their 3DS. Like honestly think the way I talk to people about Switch, right, is they're like, Nintendo's marketing it as the console you can take with you. But everybody I talk to says that this is primarily in handheld mode and plugging it into their TV when they feel like playing games, right? Like that's how everybody I've talked to is playing the Switch.
But I know for me, I don't want their handheld system or that side of the business to go, because like for me, I'm unless I need to take my Switch if I'm going out of town, I would do that. Other than that, my Switch is like going to be staying at home because I give I get some enjoyment out of playing my games on 3DS. So, you know, having that balance and having that experience that I can't get on Switch. And I kind of don't want that to go. You know, I grew up with Nintendo's handheld. And Matt, we need to let you say something, Matt, because we haven't let you talk. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm actually kind of listening because I can't really input because I've been at work, so I can't.
Hey Matt, but last I checked, Matt, my friend Matt that I love dearly, is the Switch not a portable handheld?
No.
I mean,
yes.
For me,
yes,
I have
what do you want?
So they're not giving.
I mean, it depends on the person, right? That's the beauty of the system, though. It really depends on the person.
Right. I'm kind of going with Ed's point. Ed's like, oh, I like to blah blah blah, but the Switch essentially is the evolution of Nintendo's
Trust me, Ed. Trust me, Ed. When you get a Switch, Ed, you're not going to want to play your 3DS. Trust me. The screen difference is that good.
I've played the Switch, and I still feel like that. Yeah, it's portable when I'm at home, taking it when I need to play it. But I feel like I don't need to take this when I go to work or when I'm going to the movies or waiting for somebody. Like my 3DS fulfills that because they got some games on 3DS that's my time in. And I rather, if I'm going to bust out my Switch, I need to see another person playing Switch and see if we both got the same game so we can do some competitive gaming. That's how I see it personally for me. As an adult, I should say. But other than that, if I'm not seeing a lot of people around me playing their Switch and stuff, I'm going to game on my 3DS. Now, if I feel like I need to market Switch to people who are into video games and stuff, then I'll bust it out and show them and get them to play, you know. Or if I got a kid that's just like, he see my Switch, he's like, ooh, let me like, hey, you want to learn how to play Street Fighter 2? Here's a controller. Let me teach you. Like, I would do stuff with that with the Switch. Personally,
I have one complaint with
Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 is the game you're going to show off on Switch, Ed.
Nope.
Okay, before you guys talk any further, before this goes on, because I'm gonna have to leave in the next like 3 minutes.
Okay.
Since I didn't watch any of it, I want grades.
A plus.
A.
Okay, so Kool-Aid A, Kool-Aid B A, and then Ray, what do you think?
I give it a B plus.
Okay.
I'm not going to give it an A.
How dare you?
Metroid Prime 4 is enough for it to give me.
It's a great thing, but I really don't think any of the conferences.
Wait, what did you just say? What did you just say? What did you just say?
Me? I said Metroid Prime 4 announcement was enough for me to give it an A.
They revealed Metroid Prime 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like B plus on the high end. Okay, I'll give you A minus. And A minus is like the top end of where I would do just because of Metroid.
Xenoblade 2, Holiday, Rocket League, Holiday.
Okay, let Matt talk.
Stop for a second. You don't need to run down the list because I'm going to watch it as soon as I'm done with work because I'm pretty sure I have to go on Ray's show later and bitch about it. So, and just because I have to ask because I'm still high on it from Ubisoft. That Mario XCOM, yo.
Yeah, right?
That looks real good.
Yeah.
I want to hate that game so bad. I want to hate it so much, but it looks so good.
I sat there. I'm like, no, this is funny. I can't laugh at this. I can't laugh. So, and then they did that. I'm like, oh.
Matt, all the special. They said all the special editions pre-orders are all sold out for that game.
Of course they are because the Nintendo fans drink the Kool-Aid.
But this is the thing: people didn't want this game. People was upset about this game if it was going to be happening. Then people have seen it and they were just like, "I'd rather play that."
They were upset at the idea, not the actual game, because the Rabbids haven't been popular since the original Wii launched. Just saying.
Yeah, they have. I mean, no, like the Rabbids have been in that nobody cares column for however long.
I would have,
but when when people are talking about Mario and Rabbids, I'm like, dude, what the fuck are they doing? Why those two things? You've got Mario and then the proto minions. what the hell?
They were the minions. They were the minions before the minions.
You see that little rabbit start banging his head on the coin block. I'm like, all right, this is kind of making me smile. And then you saw the gameplay, like the movement, and I'm like, oh my god, that's Mario and dumb rabbits.
And it's working.
Yeah,
and the dumb rabbits are dressed like Mario characters. Though that Princess Peach rabbit is the stuff of nightmares.
The Princess Peach rabbit, when she looked at Peach,
she got an ego.
What are you doing? Oh my god. Oh. She'd be like, no, bitch, I look way better in this than you.
Oh, Matt, please can I get commentary from you, from that female rabbit Princess Peach? I want ghetto commentary from you during that trailer.
You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. I will do it. In fact, next NGR I do, I will actually pull up the trailer. I'm like, this is for Ed. And I will do that. But I got to go and get my lunch. Talk to y'all later.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
Oh my gosh, dude! Like, are you guys watching the Treehouse stuff at all? Like,
I was, but I'm talking to you guys now, and
I know we have it up on our live stream, but like, the Mario Odyssey stuff is taking the Link Between Worlds 2D stuff and really playing with it. Like, you go into this warp pipe and it goes into a wall, and then there's an 8-bit warp pipe that goes up, and then it turns into 8-bit Mario.
Corey, the other thing I want to say is I was right. I told you so. Skyrim is just regular Skyrim. It's not the enhanced edition. Remember I said that? And you're like, no, it's gonna be the special edition because they released it for the other two. They have to release it for Switch. Didn't happen that way. Bro.
Yeah, but I also think that this version of Skyrim is gonna eventually make it to like I think it's probably a little bit better than the original versions, like graphically, but it's not the special editions. I think it's going to be the eventual mobile version of this game. Like, I really think that this game is coming to like iPad and iPhone and stuff.
I wouldn't doubt it. It would be smart on their part if they did it.
Yeah. So, this direct was, it's probably their best direct in a long time. Like,
I mean, I really feel this was a breath of fresh air considering this E3 was rather stagnant and stale overall. Because Microsoft did nothing for me. There was a couple of games in there like, hey, that's pretty cool. But
I think Anthem looks good.
Anthem looks good, but that's multi-platform. It's going to be multi-platform.
I know.
So it's it just so happens they have that partnership with EA, so they got to show it on Microsoft stage. That's all. Yeah.
And with One X and stuff, they trying to show it off of there. I'm still worried if that's in game, like actual in game, the way that it looks. I kind of do want to go to a Microsoft store, and hopefully they do like a demo of Xbox One X in that game, like later on down the line. Next year it's supposed to be released, or is that just something in the future?
What?
Anthem.
Anthem is probably like a 2019 game, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, like they said they delayed it till next year, like late next year, but it's probably going to be like early 19. Like early 19. I don't see that game coming out next year. Like,
what? And Ray, I think Microsoft and Sony. To me personally, they kind of tied in a way. I mean, they weren't boring, but they did have some interesting.
No, they had some interesting things. Don't get me wrong, but I really, the Microsoft conference. Mm-hmm. Even though I was like, all right, Microsoft, show me a reason why I need to buy an Xbox One X now before it was Scorpio. They really didn't give me a reason because the games that matter, that are notable, I could play them on PC. Mm-hmm. And I've been saying this for months, with you and Matt and Corey. So it's like they're not giving me any reason to want their system.
We'll say the player unknown battlegrounds, like that is a big win for Microsoft.
It's a win on the console side, but it's already playable
on PC, and that's what I'm worried about. I mean, I found that to be big for Microsoft that they actually got that, but I wonder how it's going to do even though this game is on PC, because people are going to expect cross-platform to play. So people are going to expect that.
People are going to get if you go play cross-platform against PC, it's going to be. Do you remember the old? Yeah, you're going to get wrecked. Remember when Counter-Strike did cross-platform?
Yeah, remember when God, what was that game that came out on Xbox 360? That was like the first cross-platform, like major cross Shadow something. What was it called?
Well, people aren't going to expect it. That's my thing.
No, I don't think so. I honestly don't think so because they already don't do cross-platform on Xbox One and PC right now in terms of multiplayer stuff. Like all the single-player stuff is, but the multiplayer stuff is not cross-platform.
What about Gears 4?
The competitive multiplayer is not. The social multiplayer is.
Yeah.
But the ranked stuff is not. Look at the amiibo.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. The amiibo for the champion for Breath of the Wild.
But the Odyssey amiibo looked awesome.
I missed it.
No, it's going on the Treehouse right now.
I'm looking at the Treehouse on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, those are awesome. You're gonna get your pimped out Bowser, it looks like, and pimped out Mario, and Peach in a wedding dress.
Corey kicked me out.
I didn't kick you out.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, but the amiibos for the Breath of the Wild look amazing. I just really hope that they aren't short production like the original ones for Breath of the Wild, because that kind of sucks. Because I still need like 2 or 3. I still need the Bobokin one. I still need the
Guardian.
The Guardian. And I need I think I need Zelda. I don't think I got the Zelda one. So that makes me sad, Panda.
I really do want the Breath of the Wild ones, and I really want these Mario ones.
Oh yeah,
that Mario one looks awesome. Like,
Corey's like, I don't know how else to say that, but it looks amazing.
No, I really don't know how to react or what to do right now. This is the most excited I've been about a Nintendo Direct in
ever in a while.
Like, okay, let me rephrase that. This is the most excited I've been after a Nintendo Direct in a long time.
Well, what I love about this that they did 25 minutes of her presentation. They did some talking.
No 3DS games,
but they're going to be showing talking about 3DS games throughout the Treehouse event. So we'll probably get something today, like later on today and tomorrow.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just like,
I got to say this. The brain comes back in Metroid Prime 4, or they introduce her.
Gosh, Metroid! I cannot believe they announced Metroid. I cannot believe they announced Metroid. Like I said they're going to announce it, but I did not believe for 1 second they would announce Metroid.
I mean, that's like that. You know what I had that feeling with Beyond Good and Evil 2 when I saw that yesterday.
Yeah,
I was like,
I had that same thing.
They did it. Like it's like you've wanted it for so long, and every year comes and goes, and then you never get it, and then you're just like, well, whatever, maybe next year.
Why haven't they announced platforms for that game?
Probably because they're still trying to figure it all out.
Which game?
Beyond Good and Evil. Because like if it's available on Switch, I would like to have that game on Switch just for the simple fact I have the first game for GameCube.
They probably don't have no gameplay just yet ready to show. So I think later on down the line they'll announce platforms.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just they're trying to work out deals because there is that whole thing that the rumors and everything with the insiders are saying that it's going to be a Switch timed exclusive first. I think they may be trying to figure out a way to, but I mean, that game doesn't look like it's going to be running on just Switch natively. So I think it's probably going to be multi-platform release with probably a special Switch version.
I wonder if they'll cut the multiplayer stuff out of the Switch version, which is fine because I think
Beyond Good and Evil should be
more of a single.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Single player experience anyway, but like, I think if they did anything, they would scale the graphics down because and then cut the multiplayer stuff.
And what's okay? So Yoshi with is 2D, 3D play style.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it didn't do the Yarn Yoshi again. Like
I was gonna say, is it just like Yoshi? Because I was like, it looks a little bit like the Yarn Yoshi. Like,
yeah, it has that aesthetic. Like except for Yoshi, it's just a basic Yoshi. Like there's no.
That might be like a code name, like because that and Kirby is pretty much a code name for right now. So they'll probably have an actual like game name and stuff. So,
whoa, holy crap! This I'm sorry, that wasn't anything video game related. There was a double homicide like in like a mile away from my parents' house.
Wow.
Whoa.
And here we are talking about Nintendo just like happily.
I know. I'm sorry. That's just like I know exactly where that house is too. Holy crap.
Oh wow.
Corey, on a side note, not Nintendo or video game related, my condolences to your Cleveland Cavaliers on their loss in the finals.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, last night's game was really stressful. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was stressed out the whole time. I look, I don't like the Warriors because of their rivalry with the Cavs, but you can't deny that the Warriors team is a great team. There's players on that team that I hate, but like everybody's going to lash out at Kevin Durant saying he signed with a team to win a championship, which is exactly what LeBron did
in Miami.
In Miami. Look, KD is one of my favorite players. And like I'm glad he got to win a championship, but now that he's won, I feel Golden State, Cleveland 4 next year.
You're like go sit down, KD. Now I want my boys to win. I'm a Bulls fan, so my problem is like I don't want to see anybody winning championships because my boys ain't winning. So
I know. You still got the '90s rings though.
Yeah, we do got that was the greatest era of basketball. Don't let anyone lie to you.
That's true. I agree with you. I agree that the 90s era of basketball was all about competition and not about how many super players can we put on one team.
Yeah.
Because like you look at the 90s Bulls, they were probably like, aside from Michael Jordan, every player on the Cavs is probably better than that 90s team aside from Michael Jordan. Every player on the
Scottie Pippen was a good compliment to Jordan because he was a good defensive player.
He was a compliment to Jordan. He was nowhere near as good as Jordan.
No, not at all.
I mean, I love Scottie Pippen. I own those black Nike Airs with a giant air across the side of the shoe. Okay? I owned those. Okay, but Scottie Pippen is no Michael Jordan. And Dennis Rodman had some of those shoes too. The Converse. The Converse 91s.
I had the Converse. Yeah, I had those too.
Those were some awesome shoes.
No, but yeah, no.
Well, I don't know. Reggie's showing off 3DS stuff.
Okay, so my question is, since Nintendo kind of did their thing, we waited. What are your grades for all of the conferences, like EA?
Oh God, EA C-.
F.
EA got it like a D from me. They got like a D plus. I say.
I think
I give
the
him
Star Wars part of the presentation was the best part of the presentation.
Janina Gavankar, dude. I don't know. She's new nerd babe.
Don't even get me started. Me and Ed had a conversation about this.
I keep saying her name and Becky just rolls her eyes like, "Oh God."
She's hot.
She's she is
like she's good. She's hot.
She's new.
Oh yeah.
And can I tell you? I think she was the best presenter out of all of them, and I won't include Nintendo, because they just got stuff going on. But I think she was like, as a live presenter, I think she was the best one out of everybody.
Dude, the Nintendo booth is New Donk City. What? That's amazing. Sorry, got distracted.
He's like, ooh, piece of candy. R.I.P. to Adam West, by the way.
I know. Sad face. Quahog will never be the same.
Yeah, no, but it's been a weird week to say the least. So then we had what was it? Microsoft was next.
I think Microsoft gets a.
Microsoft.
Here comes the Xbot, Ned. That's you're weird, Ed. You're like a
can I tell you?
Crazy
can I tell you? Plus, hold on. Can I tell you? Can I tell you? Because I'm combining Microsoft and Sony. I both gave them B pluses. They had strong showings of games. Of course, like the regular Xbox games. The money. Trying to get Knights of the Old Republic, get a physical copy of that if you can't buy it download. You got J Empire. People are trying to now have the whole Fable collection on Xbox One. The price point for Xbox One X, I thought it was gonna be $449.99. I thought it was gonna be $50 cheaper. $500 I can understand. That's with 4K and all that technical stuff. I really don't care. That's why I want to go see it at a Microsoft store. Ori and the Will of the Wisp looks really good.
Yep.
And animation rise. And I just want to say this because me and Adrian were on the guys at Simon's Cakes podcast, shout out to them. We were having a discussion, and I was saying the emotional feel of the first Ori trailer, I didn't feel that same emotion in the second one. Yes, the second one is also emotional, but the first one made me want to get an Xbox One and really make me feel that emotion of losing that parent. Just the trailer. And this one with the owl and stuff, like losing his parents and stuff, I thought that was a beautiful art design when it started expanding for that wide shot. I love that shot, but I didn't feel that emotional to it. So that was the only thing I was feeling about that. But it is a game that I want. Dark or something like that, that MMO, or Black Desert, that MMO. If they make that like action style combo, like really fast, I'm down for it. Like I literally want that game. So that's why I gave Microsoft a B plus. I mean, they really have some games that I want to buy. I'm not sold on the Xbox One X because I got an Xbox. I'm not really impressed with 4K or anything like that. But they brought some games. Player Battleground Unknown is a Player Unknown Battleground. I mean, that's a big win for them. The the BC for the regular Xbox games, that's a big win for them. Like to gamers, and they went out. So that's just my thing. Oh,
sorry. Continue.
Oh, no, go ahead, Corey.
Corey. I do like the fact that Xbox is giving people choice on where to play their games. But the fact that all of these games can be played on Windows 10 is like there's too much choice. And that's really hurting Xbox.
I have a comment about this. They're cannibalizing themselves, but the Xbox One X is essentially the beginning of Microsoft basically giving you a closed-ended gaming PC.
Yeah.
The Xbox One X is pretty much that. So,
which I really agree with you.
Melding it all together and just making Xbox and Win 10 PC just one and the same kind of.
Yeah, and as someone who just got an S last year, like I have no reason to get an X because all of these games are going to play there. If I want to play a game in 4K, whatever, like, Lee built me this PC, and like I'm not going to be playing a huge 4K game. I'm not playing my Xbox to play something that to look great, like you know what I'm saying, like
looks
I
super
feel
amazing. Yeah, you're more for the gameplay, not so much for the graphic. You're like, hey, as long as it plays good, it's fun.
And as soon as the gameplay starts failing on my Xbox, like say Halo 6 comes out and is a stuttery mess on my Xbox One S, like I don't even know if I would upgrade to an X then. I would probably just say, okay, I'm sorry, I'm just going to buy it on Windows 10, I guess.
Yes.
Like,
and that's what I want to see, like the 4K from S and for like one. Like, is there going to be a difference, a visual difference? Because that's the thing. A lot of people expect that there's going to be that visual difference.
There's a visual difference.
Sell.
Yeah, there's a visual difference, and on some games, depending on the developer, it'll make certain games perform better. The only thing that I really think that this is a treacherous slope that Microsoft is on is you get that one game that runs like absolute garbage on the original Xbox One, and then it's their whole Xbox One family is the people are going to start poking holes in it like crazy.
yeah, I as much as I say I'm not going to upgrade to an X, I'm sure if Xbox One and PS4 are still a thing in 2 years and they show no reason of slowing down, and these are really just the next evolution of consoles where they break the generation gap, like I will probably upgrade to an X in 2 years. But everything they showed me, like the only reason why I upgraded to a PlayStation 4 Pro is because my PlayStation 4 launch box started failing. It failed. Yep. So I got a Pro because just because I was able to do that. Like, I'm fine with my Xbox One S. And if all of these games are promised to work this, like pretty much run the same aside from graphical enhancements, like I'm okay with my S, you know, I'm okay with it. So,
and I know,
although the X is a pretty box, I do have to say the X is a fantastic looking box. I can't believe they got all that into such a small box.
Yeah, well, compared to the ginormous VCR, the original Xbox One looked like.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. That's the one I still got. And see, if
Metroid, dude, they're showing Metroid for 3DS.
What?
A 2D Metroid for 3DS right now on Treehouse.
What? Game?
A 2D Metroid on 3DS.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Let's see. Oh, the baby.
Okay, I gotta charge my 3DS.
Dude, I like that art style.
I do too. Why is this not on Switch?
Because it's probably already been in development for a while.
I know. Shh. I just like to complain that not everything's on Switch.
Samus Returns
on Switch.
Is that the name of it?
Metroid and Samus Returns. Holy crap.
Hold on. This is amazing. Look at this fight scene. Please say there's a Switch version. Metroid. Samus
no, this
Returns.
one's only for 3DS.
Gosh, now I got to charge my 3DS.
Oh, they really Team Ninja had to work on this game.
You say that about every game. Team Ninja
because
has like development ninjas in every company.
No,
because of every game.
No, because of that fight style. Because of Metroid Other M. So I wonder if they incorporated that. Wow.
Yes. I cannot believe it.
Yeah.
2 Metroid games. My hair might grow back after all.
Corey's like, Christmas came early. Corey's definitely like, Christmas came early.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe they have a 2D Metroid coming out.
Wow.
It's so pretty. I just like giving Ed crap. I love you, Ed. You know that. I just like giving you crap because it's
I know. But can I say this? The last thing about Xbox for me is that I do buy a lot of games on my Xbox One over my PS4 because sometimes that game would have a sale that's not on PS4. And
I just prefer
controller-wise, I've kind of I've adapted to the Xbox One controller over the PS4 controller.
I hate the PS4.
The Xbox controller gives me such bad hand cramps because of my carpal tunnel. Like, dude, trust me. Like like the only controller that I had a really good time with was the Elite controller when I had it before I had to sell it. Yeah, that's the only controller that didn't, because I could change the sticks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the only thing I really have to say about Microsoft is the blatant overuse of 4K was off-putting, because they're like, hey, 4K, 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 4K.
60 frames per second.
Yeah, it's 60 frames. Like, and Corey, did I not call it? I said, hey, they're going to announce the Xbox One X or the Xbox Scorpio, and they're going to be like, the first game they're going to show off, what did I say it was going to be? Forza.
It's always Forza.
I'm like, because
I have a comment on Forza real quick. What did I tell you, Ed, when we were watching? I was like, I was really afraid Microsoft really had nothing to show. I'm like, they're showing off a car on stage, which is so early 2000s.
Yeah.
E3. I'm like, Microsoft has nothing to show. They're showing off a car.
Dude, like the whole room probably would have had to put all their money together in order to afford that damn car. Dude. The other thing was the use of exclusive. Microsoft already was in hot water for Rise of the Tomb Raider, what they did there, and then they totally just ran with it and did it again. Because, like I said, while some games were actually exclusive to just the Xbox platform, most of them are either already out on PC or are coming to PC with Win 10. So it's like, well, what are your real exclusives? Like, they were hiding, trying to be like, ooh, smoke signal. Like, you don't see me, kind of thing. Like, you can't see through my guys, kind of. And I feel like it's not good to mislead your supporting public and the consumer.
So, but it feels like all those other games that's also going to be on like PS4 and maybe PC. I'm assuming all of those are going to be out next year. Because
a couple of them are console exclusive, but they're already out on PC, like on Steam or on other platforms already. That's my thing.
I think that's why they said launch exclusive. Yeah, because Nintendo did that with some of their indie games when they did the indie showcase.
That's fine. But Nintendo wasn't trying to hide and say it's an exclusive. They weren't trying to just be like, oh, exclusive.
Yeah, Nintendo did say this is coming to Nintendo platforms first.
Yeah, that's the thing is Nintendo explained it. Yeah, where Microsoft is just like everything was freaking exclusive, and even though it really wasn't exclusive, they used exclusive like every trailer they showed.
Exclusive. It didn't be like, okay, which exclusive? Because they was like,
console exclusive. Then there was console launch exclusive, and then it's like Xbox and Win 10 exclusive. But yeah, so then we had Bethesda. I think Bethesda had a great show. It was short to the point, and it was a short, sweet show. They did what they had to do. They showed what they did. And the good thing about all of Bethesda stuff is everything they showed in their showcase this year is coming this year. Mm-hmm. It's not 2018. It's not 2019. It's not a logo splash. I love Metroid, but it's not a logo splash. It's not, it's in development. No, all of their stuff is coming this year. Which I think Bethesda, in essence, is Bethesda's the one that goes against the grain. Whereas Sony and Microsoft are kind of like, hey, this game's coming. We're not going to tell you when, but it's coming. I like Nintendo because Nintendo, for the most part, they'll tell you, oh, it's coming within a year, or it's coming 2018, or coming 2017, or stuff like that. Like, with the exception of Metroid, they didn't tell us when. They're just like, hey, it's in development. But and then Devolver Digital, did you see that? Ed,
that was a train wreck. Now, dude. But can I say, when they were showing that little cut press conference part, I thought it was funny. But when they started doing the talk show thing, I was just like cut off. I'm like, I'm so annoyed by this. That is an automatic F. I'm sorry, that was an automatic. You know what? I give the PC gaming show a B-, and I didn't even watch that.
He's just like the arbitrary B- just because
right. When you do worse than EA, that's a problem.
Because EA's heart hasn't been in it the last few years. They just haven't really been in it.
you guys had an opportunity to show some games, and you ruined it. Not Ruiner, I think that was the name of it. That one looked cool. Like some of the games that they do the actual
the
funny
Serious
part
Sam
of the
one.
press
The
conference.
Serious Sam one looked kind of good too.
Like that stuff looked really good. But when they got to that talk show part, I was like, no.
It's like no more. Yeah, but and then we started with PC gaming yesterday. PC gaming, from what I heard, I didn't get a chance to watch it either because I have life responsibilities. I had a sick kid, and one kid didn't have school, so I was like running after them all day. Then I had to go get my other one from school, so I didn't get a chance to really delve deep into the PC gaming show and watch it. But from what I saw, the bullet points and the highlights of it, it was a good show. The only thing is that they still haven't learned how to talk hardware without being over boring, because it's like once they start talking hardware and pushing, this year was supported by Intel. So once Intel got on the stage and they're like, oh, we have this, and this, it's kind of like, yep, it's time to check out now. That's some time of your life you can't get back. And then we had Ubisoft. So Ed, I know you have a love-hate relationship with Ubisoft to a point.
Yes.
Okay, so they led off the show with, what was it, Assassin's Creed?
Mario.
Well, Mario Rabbids, yes. That was great. That was a great moment. We all agree. I think Corey agreed too that was a great moment because it's Mario XCOM basically. It's with that, with that kind of thing, basically is what it looks like. Then it was what, Assassin's Creed. So I know, Ed, you hate Assassin's Creed for the most part. I know you do. But what do you think about the setting and the aesthetic and them kind of taking the 2 years to kind of come back and be like, hey, we had to reinvent the wheel with Assassin's Creed, basically?
This is a non-Tom Clancy game. The Hawk is the new drone. The way that I guess they're going for open world design. I'm not really crazy about it or anything. It looks decent, but I
have an Egyptian tattoo, so this was like right on my right in my wheelhouse. I was like, yep.
It to me personally, it didn't do nothing for me. I guess people who are into that, yay for you. I mean, it was a strong showing, don't get me wrong. And I know people are happy to see that it's coming back and they learn from their ways. But I personally feel like this is not going to be the final game when it's when it goes on sale. But I guess if you guys are up for that, if you like open world non-Tom Clancy games, then yay. Other for me, it could sit by the garbage can that it came from.
Oh God,
sorry.
You're killing me.
Well,
me, Ed. I love you, Ed, but you're killing me.
Let me rephrase that. It can sit at the GameStop shelf that it came from. Not used, but a brand new copy.
So sorry to interrupt the Ubisoft talk, but Metroid for 3DS is being worked on by Mercury Steam, which is the last game they did for 3DS was that Castlevania.
Yeah, which was a good game.
Which I'm surprised that they're still in business because of the terrible Castlevania that they brought to PS3 and 360.
Didn't a lot of people like that first game?
No, not the second one. Remember they released that second one after they released the 3DS one?
Yeah, I knew people didn't like the second one, but I thought that a lot of people liked that first game and the 3DS one.
No, they liked the 3DS one. They didn't like the new one.
Oh my gosh, this is so amazing.
Why
is this not on Switch?
I'm assuming this is the remake of 2.
I don't think so.
No, it looks like it's just a brand new game, just because Samus is back.
It's just a new game. They said it's a new game.
Yeah. So with Ubisoft,
but what happened to her suit then and Fusion?
I don't really think Nintendo cares about canon and anything.
Yeah, they don't care about canon anymore. They're like, it's not canon. Nothing is canon anymore.
They just like suck it up. You're giving you a Metroid game. Isn't that enough? 2 Metroid games and Ed's concerned about canon. Ed, I'm going to drive to North Chicago and slap you around.
So you're gonna come pick me up. I'm gonna take you to the city. We're gonna get some Polish pork chop sandwiches and some cheeseburgers. I'm gonna show you around town.
What about some deep dish pizza?
Dude, you gotta go to get some pizza, man. Yeah, you gotta go get some pizza.
Of course. I'm sorry, Ray, that you can't come along.
I may be coming along a lot sooner than you think, baby. Depends on how things work out, not in my favor here in New York. I may be moving back closer to home, so you may see a lot more of me if I end up going back home. Just say if I end up moving back closer to home to my parents, yeah, because they live in Valparaiso, Indiana, which is like 45 minutes from Chicago. So,
okay, cool, nice.
So I mean. Then we got the crew. They dropped the crew. The crew actually looks decent. It looks like they're throwing a lot in there. Then there was the freaking mind tweak that was Transference, the Elijah Wood project that got announced like 3 years ago that we didn't hear any more about for forever. Then Skull and Bones. It's like they took all the good parts. Corey, this is for you because they took all the parts from Assassin's Creed with the pirate ships and all that. And they basically just made another game. They made a different game out of it.
Yeah, but it's all multiplayer. I wanted a single player pirate game. It's all multiplayer.
They pretty much just gave the FU to Microsoft with Sea of Thieves. Like if you look at Sea of Thieves and then you get
I think Sea of Thieves and Skull and Bones are going for completely different audiences. Yeah. I think Skull and Bones is the more serious. Let's really be pirates as opposed to Sea of Thieves is kind of like
it's like, let's go mess around in the world and do bad things. Like I go play with Becky and Lee, and then Lee goes all Leroy Jenkins, and yeah, it goes bad. You know,
I'm excited for Sea of Thieves. I think it looks cool. I don't know. I don't know if it'll have legs, but I'm definitely gonna try to check it out.
All I can say is Just Dance was funny because it was like a really weird mind trip with all the lights and stuff. And then they had a guy in a panda suit dancing. That was funny. There's always something with Just Dance that makes it interesting.
And with the Just Dance thing, I was just like, I guess now they're introducing international, that Japanese pop track. I haven't heard anything internationally put into a Just Dance game that I know of. It's mostly been like US hits and stuff.
Yeah. So Corey, South Park, Fractured Butthole. What do you think?
Yep.
Not
and then did you see the South Park
I am a little surprised. They didn't announce it for Switch. Like if one of Ubisoft's games was going to come to Switch, I thought
it would be that.
Just because it's not super graphically intensive and like, you know, it's more of a systems based game than it is a full on RPG. But
I never thought Ubisoft would be getting into the toy to life market. Did you see the Starlink battle for Atlas? It looks like No Man's Sky on crack, basically with modular ships is basically what it looks like.
Yeah, seems like kind of a late to the party to the Toys to Life.
Yeah, Toys to Life is dying, and if it's not already all dead, Lego is the only one holding on, really, because not even. Well, Amiibo, dude, you already know people don't collect Amiibo to play with them. People collect Amiibo to put them in their cabinets and display them, and not ever use them or take them out of the box.
That's true.
Hey, but it's still Toys for Life. It's still making money.
That Nintendo basically has a license to print money. Just saying, with those. Then there's the game that nobody else. What was that?
We made a failed system. Let's sell toys. We'll make our money back exponentially.
But they really look interesting. Me and Corey was talking about it earlier on the pre-show, and I kind of feel like if they do it almost like a Star Fox Adventure, a Star Fox game, I'm like down for it. Like if it controls well, I'm for it. I'm all for it. I do want to give it a try.
Then the stuff that nobody asked for, because I don't think Steep sold very well at all. But Steep Road to the Olympics, I was like, what the?
It got good reviews, but yeah, selling well. I think it's so decent.
It's still supposed to come to Switch.
Far Cry. Are you guys hyped for Far Cry? Because Far Cry
really.
basically is Far Cry
about
mixed
Far
with the
Cry.
Tom Clancy games. Just saying.
Okay.
Because like
Can
all
I
this
tell
stuff
you,
from those games.
Can I tell you, me and Larry was talking about this?
Did I just bleep out again?
Oh no.
Far Cry is basically, and it's like the Tom Clancy games, and Far Cry had a baby because the drone thing, that's from Wildlands. The targeting system is from Wildlands. The exploration is coming from Wildlands. Some of the gun stuff looks like it's coming from Division. So I think that's the one thing I can always give Ubi credit for, is even if things don't work out for one of their games, they find a way to implement those features and those mechanics into other future games and make them better. But you know, and then what was that? What was next? Oh, Beyond Good and Evil. That caught me off guard. Were you guys hyped for Beyond Good and Evil too?
I think
I'm the only person that bought that game over Prince of Persia that year.
Well, I
bought both.
Yeah, me too. I brought Prince of Persia because Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell came free with it, and then Beyond Good and Evil for GameCube was very hard to find. I had to get like a used copy for it. I think more people in my area bought it on GameCube than they did for PS2 and Xbox, because you could find multiple copies on that system. But for GameCube, it was hard to find. But I did end up buying that game.
Yeah, I think Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going to be that rare exception to the rule where a cult classic is going to become mainstream. I think it does a lot of interesting things. I think, I don't think it's going to be a Mayor's Edge situation where, the small majority clamored for it and then it didn't sell well. The new one didn't sell well. I think the smart move would be, if you pre-order this game, at least digitally, you get Beyond Good and Evil HD.
Yeah, they give us
so people can play the first one.
Yeah, play the first one.
And I really liked the first game a lot. Yeah. I really liked it.
It just doesn't
at the time. I didn't really know it was like.
My problem is the mechanics.
Sell well, but
the mechanics of the gameplay don't hold up so great now. It's hard.
No, they don't. I went back and played the HD version. The mechanics kind of blah. I'm not gonna lie. It's stuck in the PS2 GameCube era of mechanics. Yeah. But like, it still had an interesting concept and really cool characters and stuff. And I think if they can pull off that, like the realization of exploration of like that major city and all these other planets, and like the ability to, I guess, colonize. I guess that's what you're trying to do, is like set up little colonies on these different planets, right? Or like that's like this story where like they're making these animals in a lab where they're like make colonies. Isn't that what they said this was?
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
I think if you can create cool characters and set up a resistance feel to it, like they did in the trailer, like the monkey guy, like, and make a cool character that was as interesting as Jade. And I think this new, I'm assuming this is the character you're going to play as.
Yeah, it's a prequel.
Black woman.
Yeah, it's a prequel.
Yeah, so like
the curly hair. Yeah.
I think if you make those characters interesting and make like the characters you interact with interesting and tell a good story, I think this is going to sell very well.
I think they're going for more.
I think gaming has
M-rated.
Oh yeah, I think they're going for that we're going to release a game that fans of the original game are grown up now, and this is the story they want us to tell.
Right, because it was teen when it first came out.
Right. So
yeah,
I'm really interested. I really want Beyond Good and Evil 2. Trailer and the comedy of the trailer and like just the tone they were setting was just like it was awesome.
Great. Yeah, it was great. So now to apply to both of your sensibilities, more to Corey than to Ed, because Ed there's 3 words that 4 words I could say, and Ed's gonna be like, "Yep, Shadow of the Colossus on PlayStation, the remake."
Questionable.
Questionable. You're not on board with that?
I don't care about Shadow of the Colossus at all.
I'm not saying I'm not on board of it, but I was kind of weirded out. Be like, is this a sequel or a remake?
It's a remake. It's a remake. It's been confirmed it's a remake. So it's a full ground up remake.
Okay, because
Go ahead, Ed.
Well,
Sorry.
can I say this? When I seen the logo Studio Japan, I literally got happy. I'm like, oh, it's their next game. What they're going to show? Because The Last Guardian was such a beautiful game. Like,
it was
I
a very
enjoyed
underrated
that
game. I don't think it got the love it deserved.
Yes. So when I seen the Shadow, because I didn't buy the original one, hopefully they fixed a lot of the mechanics and you're able to see some of the grabbing spots on it, because that's the problem that I had with the regular Shadow Colossus. When I tried like the demo, I couldn't see where to grab at, and the camera angle was kind of janky. It's good that they're remaking it. That was my questionable part. It was just like if this was the remake or if this was a follow-up. Because I'm just when I seen it, I'm just like, no, this is not. They can't be doing a part 2 this way, because it ended in a certain way for the original one.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. For me, I got to get going here in a little bit, guys. I got to go get the girls from school shortly. But Uncharted Lost Legacy, I was hyped for that because I love Uncharted. And I don't think we need to rehash our feelings of Uncharted anymore.
What can I tell you? I am going to buy this one, and I like the fact that it is a standalone game. I think I might enjoy. I will probably enjoy this one better than the regular Uncharted games. If what they're going for, doesn't play into the most of the game is going to be in a past. And they go all like they introduce the character or introduce the problem and get right into it. I'm fine for that.
Yeah,
if they do a nice setup for it, I'm down for it. I am gonna buy it though.
Ed, have you played Horizon Zero Dawn yet?
Yeah, I own it. I bought it when it came out.
The Frozen Wildlands, I'm hyped. The Frozen Wilds. I think that's gonna get me to jump back into it again.
I'm good to see that they're doing that kind of DLC. I'm gonna buy it. I wasn't wowed by it just yet. I wonder if this is taking place during the game, or if this is after how the game ended.
Okay.
I just kind of wonder.
You're wondering where it falls in the timeline. Yeah, I think I'm still kind of there with you too.
Yeah.
So Corey, Days Gone.
It's a day one purchase.
Days Gone for you guys.
I think it showed better than it
has.
I think it showed better than it has. I'm not interested in terms of like a day one purchase, but I am interested to see that game. It's kind of a wait and see on reviews and stuff.
Okay, now with both of you guys being Nintendo guys, how do you feel seeing that Monster Hunter trailer on Sony? Because it's been with Nintendo for so long.
I think this is the first game for America for PlayStation owners, or unless it came out to. I think there was one for PSP.
There was one for PSP. There was a couple for PS2, stuff like that. But for in America, most of the games for Monster Hunter have been on Nintendo platforms.
I think it's a good. I told Corey that it's a good thing for Capcom than it is for Sony, because they're making their bread and butter off the Monster Hunter games. And if you own a 3DS or a Nintendo platform and you own a PS4, you're getting 3 different kind of Monster Hunter games. So I think it's a big win for Capcom over Sony.
I think so too, considering there's like 50 million PlayStation 4s in the wild. I think that's really a good grab for them, especially to put that there. Shadow of the Colossus we talked about. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I like it, but I don't think that the trailer really kind of showed off the fun.
People are hating it.
Marvel.
I think a lot of people are just mad that the X-Men aren't in it.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's not Capcom's fault,
No, it's not. I mean, I totally agree with you. It's not Capcom's fault, but I think that's why there's a lot of backlash to this game, is because people love Magneto and people love Wolverine, and they're not in it. And
Wolverine is actually he's part of one of my teams in the other Marvel vs. Capcom games. I'm just gonna miss not hearing Berserker Barrage, Drill Claw. That's the fun part with Wolverine. Call of Duty WW2 World War II. I'm actually kind of interested in this. I'm intrigued. But after Battlefield 1 kind of burned me, I don't know if I'm ready to get hurt and have my heart broken again. And I don't really like Call of Duty games. I'm a history nerd. So I like things that are set in historical settings that have some kind of like historical value, that kind of thing. And that's where kind of Battlefield 1 didn't deliver. And it kind of hurt my feelings because it was just like, we ran out of ideas. So we're just going to put in World War I to say it's something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I hope Call of Duty World War II doesn't do it. PlayStation VR. So I know some people lost their mind. New co-host for NGR. I know Moose is probably like, yep, I'm getting a PlayStation VR now just to play Skyrim in VR. Moss. Moss game with the mouse.
That's the best one out of all. That was
good.
the best one out of all the PSVR. That and
Star Child?
Yes, that one. I'm getting Metroidvania or just a Metroid feel from that game, and I'm for it.
The one thing that I gotta say is Final Fantasy 15 fishing game. What the heck? What the heck was that? That was like,
I know.
The Inpatient looks like it could be like, it looks like it may be like that same like Order kind of vibe to it, but I don't know. Bravo Team looks good for a VR shooter. Then
I really thought that was SOCOM at first.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be SOCOM too. I was like, what? SOCOM? Bravo Team. I was just like, because I was a big SOCOM fan back in the day on PS2. Even though I love my GameCube and I played most of my games on my GameCube, a lot of the social shooters like your SOCOM, your Medal of Honor, stuff like that, I played those on PS2 with my friends. But God of War came, we got now crazy, not so angry, it seems, alcoholic dad Kratos kind of thing. He gives a very brooding, like, I hate everyone vibe. Though he's not so loud. He doesn't scream as much anymore, it looks like.
I have a feeling that if they kill the kid and Kratos get his powers after they kill the kid, I'm down for that. Other than that...
why do you want them to kill the kid?
Because it's a cliche story, and knowing Sony making cliche games at times, I'm expecting that.
Okay, so then
I think God of War. I think God of War looks great. I think it's
dude. I like that collapsible shield. Did you see that where he closes his fist, the shield comes out, and then he opens his
yeah.
I was like,
it looks like they're trying. It looks like they're trying some really cool things with the combat, which is what I'm really.
If they turn it into the never ending story, it's a day one purchase for me.
Never ending story, Kratos edition. Then there was the mandatory Destiny 2, Corey. I know you were hyped for it. The trailer didn't do much for me. It wasn't that hype. Like all the stuff.
I liked the trailer,
but it wasn't like, oh my god, it's hype. You know what I mean? It wasn't like.
No, but it really showed that they're really trying to focus on narrative this time and giving us a villain to be afraid of, which is what I'm kind of looking forward to in the campaign, because let's face it, but those campaigns, like I just went through and replayed all of them on PlayStation as my hunter. Dude, gosh, dude, that like the original campaign doesn't even have a story. And then the Rise of Iron story is just like, hey, we need to throw something together in like 5 months. Let's give Blur some story points and make some cool cutscenes, and that's it. I think the Taken King story was the only story worth playing through, and like that's this team.
And that's what the story was supposed to be originally for the original Destiny.
Everybody who's watching this, you can save up to 50% on select digital games for the Nintendo eShop. So I don't know what it is. They just announced it. So go get some games. It's the summer.
Yeah.
Yay.
No, definitely. And then that Spider-Man game, though. That Spider-Man game is everything I want from a Spider-Man game, it looks like.
Okay, that's Batman Arkham games meets Metroid Other M for combat.
It does. It does feel kind of Arkham City, Arkham universe combat with the targeting system from Other M, which I really feel is a criminally like put down upon game. Like I really don't think Other M was really that bad.
I enjoyed Other M except for like the cutscenes, but like I'm not expecting great cutscenes from Nintendo. I'm expecting I just want to explore this world and just shoot stuff and explore.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed this E3. It wasn't like, oh my goodness, amazing like the last couple years have been, but we got, with the exception of the notes that we made so far, I think it was really a solid showing by most of the pressers and the companies involved.
I personally commit that out of each press conference, I want some gains from them. It's a day one purchase. It's a day one purchase, or I'm going to buy it like new. Like none of the games, like a lot of the games, I could be like, well, man, or whatever. But I don't feel like I need to get that game used. No, my thing is just like I want to support you as a company and buy your game fresh.
Yeah.
Like for a lot of the games, whether it's third party, first party, indie, I felt that across the board, and I've never felt that way for E3. Nintendo, I'm always going to support everything that they throw out. I'm do my best to buy. And with this 25-minute showing,
they showed a lot in 25 minutes.
They did a lot in 25 minutes that other companies couldn't even do in an hour and a half.
Yeah, they killed it. Like that opening scene where they were like, they showed off like all their summer games, and then they showed off Rocket League just willy-nilly in the middle of Pokken Tournament and ARMS and Splatoon. Like, oh, here's Rocket League, by the way. Here you go.
Oh, they showed Rocket League when it was doing the montage before the whole press conference.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They just kind of nonchalantly threw it in there, and then they brought attention to it later. Because you know what's funny is I didn't even catch it during the montage. I didn't really catch that was Rocket League for a minute. And then when we saw the ball roll out on the screen, and it was just like, Rocket League? It's like, oh snap, it's Rocket League.
Nintendo snatched everybody's wig in this mug. Like all wigs and nails got snatched by Nintendo.
Is it just me, or like we are seeing a very different Nintendo in the Switch era? They are like they're pulling out all the stops. I feel like they really knew their back was up again. I feel like this was
a good step in the right direction.
In terms of creativity and like games, I feel like this is the GameCube era again, where they're like, okay, PS2 is kicking ass, and like we need to create something that is different from that. And like that's when we got Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin, Metroid Prime, Sunshine, like all these creative games that are just like amazing. And like I feel like they feel that, okay, our back's up against the wall again, so we need to, like, they're really spacing out their franchises good. Like, okay, every month we're getting a big Nintendo game all the way up until next year, where they said, Fire Emblem's coming early next year.
I think it's that commitment. Oh, to say, I think that commitment to fun that Nintendo has always stuck by, and they kind of want to continue to get that, continue to go. Like they want you to continue to talk about their games. They want you to continue to be excited, and they want you to have this negative opinion of them and let their games prove it. And when their games prove it, that okay, when Nintendo said they're about fun and they're about games, and I don't know about people saying, Nintendo heard and they answer. I think that stuff was already planned.
I think Nintendo. I'm just glad on one note before I don't mean to interrupt you, Ed, but Nintendo. I'm glad Nintendo didn't Nintendo. They did Nintendo for the first time in a while, because they have the tendency of going one step forward, two steps back. I'm really excited to see what they do, but I'm got to get going, guys. Peace out, guys. I love you all.
Ray.
Rise above, guys, as always. Check out our stuff for our coverage for E3, youtube.com/Phoenix Overdrive. Also Facebook Live, facebook.com/Phoenix Overdrive.
And Ray, shout out to Becky and Lee.
Yeah, shout out to Becky and Lee, who couldn't be here because they're adulting right now. We've been covering our stuff, so if you guys have followed what we've done, go to the Nation and stuff like that. We did some live threads and discussions there. So, but thank you guys for having me on, Corey. I was like, Corey, I have to talk Nintendo with you. Please let me come talk Nintendo with you.
Before you got on, I was like, wow, Ed, this is weird. People actually want to talk positive about Nintendo with us. But thank you guys for letting me come back on the show here, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the E3. Watch some more Nintendo. Keep me posted. Let me know what happens. Samus Amiibo. No, they're showing off. They're showing off Metroid Amiibo.
I'm gonna have to look at that and just what getting schoolgirl. I got
there's a Samus amiibo and there's a giant Metroid amiibo.
All right, guys, love you guys. Catch you later.
Larry Chess.
Bye, Ray. Ed, this is exciting. I'm gonna turn up this a little bit. What's your time like, Ed? Like,
I know at 3:30, which is 4:30 your time, I have to leave to go get my sister from work, and I probably will hopefully try to be back by 4:30. I will, depending on, because shout out to the Happy Hour with Johnny and Deuce. They're recording their show, and I think I'm going to be guesting on it. So I don't know what time that is, but I'll let you know. I got to figure out when we're going to do World 101. I don't know if we're doing it today, but we're waiting for probably. I told Larry that I want to wait for like the Treehouse to announce more games so we could get what we can. Other than that, I'm live with you until till new stuff comes up, till I gotta leave and come back. So you guys will have us. You guys will have me until whenever I have to leave. So so happy I have my Pokemon shirt. Yay, announcement of Pokemon games. I'm so happy. And I guess I have to apologize for
soundtrack.
The Pokemon Switch.
Metroid soundtrack.
Huh? Oh, I love that Sims t-shirt.
All right, Ed, I will be right back. Everybody who's watching, enjoy the treehouse for a couple minutes before I come back. I am going to get some food because I am hungry. But I will be right back.
All right. And listen to this.
I'm back. All right, Ed. You're catching me. You're catching me on a rare occasion. I don't usually drink. I don't usually drink, but this is cause for celebration. I'm celebrating.
That Mario Odyssey theme song is so catchy. I just put on. I just said on our chat for World 1-1. I said I want to put on a zoot suit and dance to that soundtrack. Like Nintendo just has the best music.
Yeah.
And plus, I gave you a shout out also on Facebook, as of course, you're my boss. And
I really want to play this game. Ed, I'm going to be so poor just by buying Nintendo games. I'm not even going to be able to buy the rest of the games I want to buy.
I'm going to be making sure that people called in so I could go to work so I can make sure I have the extra money.
So in celebration of all the great Nintendo stuff, I'm eating a turkey wrap with cheese and mayonnaise and lettuce. And I'm drinking a grapefruit shandy.
Ugh,
I don't know what that means, but it's delicious.
Grapefruit. Like the... Ugh. Sounds disgusting.
It's delicious.
They're showing the Rabbids game.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching it.
Dude, I'm literally gonna be watching that E3 presentation showcase for Nintendo later on again. Cause
yeah, I'm probably gonna watch it again too.
And wow, didn't see no Wii U. Wow.
What?
Just wow. I still gotta record my optional opinion thing. I think I'll do that tomorrow night. I was gonna do it today, but I'm now just gonna throw all 5 conferences together and just do a show. I want like a 1-hour show. Because there was so much throughout this whole week. Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. Oh, hands down. That's a day one purchase. I rewatched it, and the more I came to terms, I'm like, yeah, I'm buying this with Corey. I am buying it on PS4 though, because I got the other one on PS4. So
yeah, I got the New Order and the Old Blood for like $6 on the Xbox store.
Yeah, the Old Blood is the one that I need to buy. So I know we have our E3 predictions that we did on the show.
Yeah, how wrong were we?
Oh. Who knows? I want to mention this, and this is actually from Optional Opinions. On my prediction of E3, I did say Elder Scroll game announcement. Last year games get actual release dates. New IP for Switch. This is for Bethesda. We didn't get the new IP for Switch. We didn't get the Fallout Shelter 2. But I put the Evil Within VR. But we got a part 2 to that. Steep 2 and next DLC for Honor, I was pretty much wrong about that. Everything for Ubisoft, I was wrong with. Cuphead, I coming out this summer.
Huh.
That was one. But here are my Nintendo ones. I put Rhyme gets data and show extra goodies. We didn't see Rhyme. Mario Odyssey comes out in October with a direct in September. I did get that right. It is coming out in October. We didn't get an indie wheel or montage, unless you want to count the intro part. Square Enix and Sega announced titles and dates. We didn't get. Switch remasters of Wii U titles. We didn't get. 3DS and 2DS has special edition hardware coming this fall and holiday. We didn't get. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate for Switch. We didn't get. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon shows more detail with new starters. So that's going to be Treehouse for that. New Kirby game showcase. I did get that one right. They did showcase the new Kirby game. Phantasy Stars for Switch didn't get announced. And Codename Steam 2 and Advance Wars come back. And that didn't happen yet. So some of my predictions still could happen with the Treehouse Live.
This is interesting. A news story on Game Informer said Nintendo didn't dismiss a cameo from Donkey Kong or Pauline for Mario Odyssey. And that they hinted that there's a reason it's called New Donk City.
Donkey Kong gets the mayor prize.
That'd be an interesting twist.
Shout out to Todd Oxtra. So I put Nintendo One, and Todd Oxtra put, by finally making the game people have been asking for it. Sorry, Team Ninja. The shade.
Todd likes to throw some underlying shade to everything. It's so funny. Like, he'll compliment something with just a little bit of shade underneath, and it's just funny. I love Todd so much.
Yes, I love him so much.
Man, I need to play Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 again.
I own it on Wii U. I brought it from for that Wii eShop.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go through it too, but I might not do it this year. I might do it next year. I know I spelled Odyssey wrong again. Brian Altano is probably losing his GD mind.
Yeah, everybody probably is. Dude, Nintendo, God, this is such a different Nintendo than we've seen.
Yes.
I'm glad, like, I'm glad we're not, like, defending Nintendo. I'm glad we're just participating in the happiness instead of defending.
It's the positivity. Can I say from what people felt about Switch showing in February or January, whenever they did it, and people was disappointed and mad that it's like the hot item that everybody want and are super happy with it, and the games that came out, and definitely with this strong E3 showing, people got something really to look forward to for owning a Nintendo system. Yes.
Game Informer is also reporting that it is a remake of Metroid 2 for 3DS.
Okay.
Which is interesting.
Right, because when that Metroid changed, and that might be the reason that because that's why I was just like, Metro. That's why you guys were just like Ken and stuff. But I'm just like, no, Samus has to have that outfit from Metroid Fusion because she has been infected.
Dude, October 27th is a busy day.
Shoot, I gotta go through my list of games to see. Oh shoot,
it's South Park. It's it's Assassin's Creed, Mario Odyssey, and Wolfenstein on October 27th.
Okay, so Mario Odyssey and Wolfenstein, I'm buying.
And then the week before that is South Park.
Like fall and holiday games are already set for the whole year.
Dude, they have too much almost. Like, where's Fire Emblem Warriors coming out? Like,
sometime this year.
I mean, man, I wonder if that's going to be their December title. Nintendo usually has a small December title.
Hold on, what's that?
This game looks so good. Dude, putting Mario and Rabbids in an XCOM style game was so smart.
Brian, I'm listening to Brian Altano real quick.
Yeah, is he freaking out? This is dude, I'm really excited for I'm really excited for Xenoblade.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's just a must-have.
Yeah.
Like, and I really hope that Nintendo to be able to get out more Switches, and hopefully it meets the demand. Like, I know they're working hard to get as many as they can out, but I think this is going to be the hot item for holiday. And I
Dude,
think
this, with everything they've announced, it's going to be.
I think Xbox One X is going to get destroyed.
Oh yeah, it is, dude. I'm sorry. Like, as big of a fan as I am of the Xbox, like the X, just like, there's no reason for it, like, except for the simple fact that the Xbox One is not as powerful as the PS4, and they felt like they needed a box that could run the games just as well. Like, but in terms of games and stuff, like, gosh, dude, Nintendo has their number. Support. PlayStation has the marketing on all the big third-party games except for Assassin's Creed this year, it seems like. So, like, I don't know. The Crackdown, there's got to be something in Crackdown that's got to be amazing to sell that box. I'm sorry.
Okay, so my other boss from Skirmish Frogs posted a picture.
Is Larry here? Is Larry home? Should we get him on here?
Yeah, he should be. Yeah, he's at home. Yeah, you can see if you can hit him up, Adam.
But sorry, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, my boss from Skirmish Frogs, Eric. He posted a picture of the frog with the Mario hat on, because the frog is our theme.
Dude, I want to hate the rabbit so much, but that Luigi rabbit is awesome.
Just let's see. I'm on a quick work break. Frantically reading what I missed out, but yes, I'm aware of the two Metroids. Sounds like Nintendo was a pretty rock solid show. I guess these Wii U years were all just a really bad dream. JK, at least we'll always have Bayonetta 2. We'll have more than Bayonetta 2.
I'm surprised Bayonetta 2 wasn't like. I'm surprised they didn't announce a lot of Wii U ports.
Wait, is Metroid Prime 4 being developed by Platinum, do you think? No. No, Team Ninja can't be doing it because they're yeah.
Man, even my friend Brian, who's a huge Nintendo hater, is excited. Like the only game he'll play on Nintendo is like a Nintendo published game. The only game he'll play is Zelda and Metroid. Like those are the only two games he will play, and he's excited. Larry's coming in.
Okay.
Man, dude, I just want to say that like I'm like honestly I'm surprised they didn't announce more Wii U ports. I mean, as much as I really don't care, like I'm surprised they didn't announce like, you know, Bayonetta I mean, Treehouse still going on. They said they're going to have more breaking news throughout the day.
Yes.
For Switch and 3DS. But as of right now, I'm surprised like, hey, here's a list of Wii U favorites that are coming to Switch this year for like until we get those games next year. Like they didn't announce anything. I thought for sure, like I thought for sure Bayonetta something was going to come to Switch, like Bayonetta port, or you know, even an announcement. No Smash, no Mario Maker,
yeah,
no Pikmin, no like none of that. You know, I'm surprised.
Super Mario Annual douchey. Yeah.
Hey, as soon as Larry pops in here, I'm gonna leave and come back because like it's not allowing the person who's talking to pop up on the screen.
Oh no.
So that I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay.
That might mess up the stream a little bit, but that's okay. I'll fix it.
I'll be here.
You know what? I'm gonna try it right now. Hold on.
Okay.
If I lose you, I'll call you back.
Okay. Wait, yeah, because you are the host.
Hello?
Hi, boss.
Yes. Okay, it's working. Now I gotta set up the stream again. I gotta fix this little man, dude, I am so excited for this. Like,
yes,
I really don't know how to contain my excitement. I think, sorry, anybody who's watching the stream, I just got really big on the screen.
Wait,
I know I'm not what you want to watch, but
can't wait to play. Only 3 months. Is Metroid coming out this year?
The
3DS one.
The 3DS one is coming out in October because Pokemon's going to be their big November game. I think that's what they said. They did confirm Metroid's coming this year.
July?
September 15th is Metroid's coming. September 15th.
I didn't see no date for it, so I kind of want to write that down.
I'm going, man.
Oh, Didn't we say that we were going to leave the show and go pre-order Metroid?
Yeah, it's not up for pre-order on GameStop yet. I've been looking.
Yeah.
Trust me. Metroid Prime 4, dude. I'm so happy right now. Nothing really that was announced at E3 is available for pre-order yet.
But most of the games,
except for the Mario versus Rabbids. Dude, even the pause screens look cool. Look at this. Look at Mario just standing there like a champ. Gosh, dude, the Luigi Rabbit is so dumb. Gosh, he's amazing. He looks so dumb.
Shout out to you, Josh Brent from Life of Gaming. He just put emoji of a laughing emoji.
Kyle's in the chat.
Hi, boss. Oh, well, not boss. I'm sorry. Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle. I haven't even been watching the chat. Dude, I want to play this game. Like, this is probably the next game I'm really going to dive into because I love XCOM so much. And, like, being able to use Mario characters, I'm really glad they're showing it. Like,
and I feel like this is a good way for people to get into strategy tactical games. If it plays easy and it's not too punishing, people can be like, you know, start off with this and then try Final Fantasy Tactics. Try if you on the Switch, try Disgaea 5. If you still on the Xbox 4 and a Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, I believe XCOM is on those systems, or is it just 360 and PS3?
XCOM 2 is on PS4 and Xbox One, and then Enemy Unknown is backwards compatible. Look, it's a Larry.
It is. Probably.
Did you clean yourself up? Have you cleaned yourself up for coming so much?
No. It's just drying.
Now, you did say that you wanted your trifecta, and you got it.
Oh, we got beyond that.
Well,
we had Ori 2, Beyond Good and Evil 2, and now Metroid, and then
2
more Metroid
games. You already know, Larry. You just need to call me. You need to email me. You need to hit me up on the day that Amiibo releases. I would definitely buy you one.
That's going to be
if your Toys R Us do not get.
And I need the Breath of the Wild Amiibo and the Metroid Amiibo and the Odyssey Amiibo. Thanks.
But that'd be your birthday.
I'm getting 2 of each of the Metroid Amiibo so I can keep some of them on my desk at work.
Oh, I'm just letting you know if your Toys R Us don't get none.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be around.
You literally inform me if you are not able to get one, because I'm definitely buying 2. Corey, I got you on lock. Don't even worry about it. I got you on lock.
I love you.
I know how you feel about getting. I know how you feel about getting gifts, but I got you on lock.
Man, I can't believe
we have to
killed
get
it.
Ah!
Yes! Like, dude, they didn't announce anything I thought they were going to announce, and they still killed it.
Right. That Metroid with the soundtrack.
Except for I did say I went on record that on multiple shows I did say Nintendo was going to show a Metroid logo today. I said it 3 weeks ago. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah. And shout out to the guys who made AM2R, who came on the podcast. Shout out to them. Love those guys.
I wish they would have just bought that one and said, hey, we're going to publish your game and put it on Switch. Thanks. I can't believe this 2D Metroid's not coming to Switch, though. Like
I can. They're still working hard to prop up 3DS.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But gosh, this soundtrack's so good. This new Dark City soundtrack is
okay. And then Corey just said Metro again on 3DS. I'm like, wait, what? What?
Yeah.
Over and I'm like, I seen it like and literally freaked out.
Yeah, Game Informer did confirm it was a Metroid 2 remake, which is fine. That's fine with me. I mean, if we're gonna I'm not gonna complain every Metroid game we get. I'm not gonna complain. Complain about other M.
I should probably go find a beverage before we start anything.
Oh, we've been going for like an hour and a half, 2 hours already. So go get one.
Yeah,
go get one. Actually, we've been going for almost 3.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Okay.
Ed,
boss, I'm literally just still freaking out. Like,
I know
Nintendo killed it. I'm sorry, Nintendo won E3 for me. Like, this is A+.
I know.
Like, they killed it with Breath of the Wild
Nintendo
last year.
It. Dude, there's so many games coming out now that I just, gosh, I'm gonna cry. But I do have everything pre-ordered that's coming out this year that I want, so that's good. I wonder what they're going to show next. Like, I wonder.
I missed what they was announced next on the live stream.
Yeah, I missed it too.
I wonder, are they ending it at 5:00? For Nintendo for Treehouse.
They're ending it at 5.
I wonder, because I don't know what time the tournament for Splatoon 2 happens.
It's tomorrow. I thought they said. Or is it today?
It has to be today because they. Oh no, I think Pokken is today because they got Splatoon 2, Pokken, and ARMS. The show.
The Treehouse. When it's ending. I don't care. But man, I'm like, it is a good time to be a Nintendo fan. Like, as excited as I am for all these other games that were announced at E3, like I'm really stoked for Anthem, and like I'm really excited for Assassin's Creed and God of War and stuff. But like, more Nintendo games I would rather be playing right now than anything else that was announced this week. Like, I still want to know the good, beyond good and evil stuff. Oh, dude, they're gonna show Metroid. Nope, I lied. Fire Emblem Warriors. Oh. Guy had a Metroid shirt on. I got really excited they're gonna show Metroid Prime 4.
It's been such a good couple of days. I mean,
so Larry, we haven't gotten your opinion on the other conferences.
Well, my thoughts on that have all been posted as through our Warp World episodes on World 1-1. Devolver Digital was fucking hilarious. That shit was funny.
Dude, I was 3 minutes into that conference. I'm like, I can't finish this. This is ridiculous.
It's 15 minutes, but it was so funny. It was so it was probably the greatest E3 troll of all time ever.
I do have to give it to them for trying to have fun with it, though. Like,
and you know what? It was probably the most honest press conference ever because they straight up said, "We want your money."
It's true. They did say that.
Yeah.
Did they announce anything interesting?
Not really.
Okay. I didn't think they did. But
as a point of reference for anybody that doesn't know, Devolver Digital are the fine folks that make genital jousting. You wrestle to put your animated penis into another penis butthole. It's just, yeah, no, it's a thing. Go check that shit out. But yeah, no, other shows though. We opened with EA, which was probably the most painful of the bunch. Yeah. It was kind of haphazard and all over the fucking place. You know, they way too much of that show with annual sports series that we already know about every year because it's what they do every year. It's like you should have cut that out and brought in other stuff. They definitely doubled down hard on Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 looks a lot like what Battlefront should have been. I'm pleased that not only are they doing a single player campaign, but they're doing one that actually creates new canon for the universe that bridges the story, you know, somewhere between and Force Awakens. I thought that was pretty cool. The fact they're talking new seasonal content for free. I hope to Christ that means that we're finally doing away with season pass shit and that others will follow. That needs to end like 2 years ago. I was really sad though that we didn't see them return some of the franchises that I would have loved to see. Dead Space would have been a great one to bring back around again. And that I think Microsoft would have done well to lock up a partnership with to push along with Scorpio, because that would just look, you know, I would have liked to hear a little more about what the hell is happening with Mirror's Edge these days. And I would have had fun returning to Army of Two, actually.
Yeah, because then they just make all those backwards compatible.
Just about, yeah. I think. But speaking of Army of Two and co-op-y things, though, I'm super fucking excited about A Way Out. That looks awesome to me.
Yeah.
Really into this. Eddie, on the other hand, not so much, because Eddie's a fucking weirdo, but we still love him. So yeah, EA was probably the epitome of mediocre at best. But then, you know, we had Bethesda. They didn't cram it full of stuff, but it was solid all the way through. You know, like I said, I liked the Bethesda land theme to string everything together. It was a neat way to make everything cohesive. Apparently, Eddie went away. Talking about, I thought it was neat that they're literally going exact opposite directions with Skyrim. You know, they're going super deep, immersive, hardcore home experience with VR, and then they're going portable, take it everywhere, handheld with Switch. I thought that was neat. I'll be curious to see if there's any other Amiibo support other than the Link Amiibo stuff that they showed. Mm-hmm. Evil Within 2 looks amazing. Oh my god. Yeah, sign me up for that shit right now. Like, that's where we need to start implementing Devolver Digital's screen pay innovation. Just throw money at this screen.
Yeah, I was telling Ed, I'm like, man, that game looks really terrifying. Like, it looks terrifying.
Yeah. God, who else do we have? We had Ubisoft coming around with a solid show. You know, we, in particular, my standouts in Ubisoft were it's about Assassin's Creed. It's not my thing, what we do. But man, Starlink.
Yeah,
Starlink
that was
interesting. Like all the things we hoped No Man's Sky was going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, Starlink is interesting because, like, they're offering the Toys to Life thing, but they're also offering it all digitally, which is interesting.
Yeah. That way, too, you know, if there's something you can't find, it's not permanently out of reach.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad thing. But I want the toys. I want the little spaceships. I want to build the spaceships, and I want to play with the spaceships. It just appeals to the child in me in all the correct ways.
Yeah, I know. It looks really good. Man, I think Ubisoft probably out of the third parties probably had the best conference.
Agreed.
Even I think their conference might have been better than Xbox and Sony's too, like in terms of games that I want to play and like new stuff announced. Like they had a really, really good mixture of things that I wanted to play. I think South Park looks really good. I think the stupid Mario and Rabbids XCOM game looks amazing. Like as much as I want to hate that combination, as much as I want to hate the Rabbids and Mario thing, I want to. That's my most anticipated game for Switch right now.
You know, I told Eddie
this year.
I told Eddie that it looks like having Mario involved with the Rabbids tones down their obnoxiousness just enough to almost put them on par with the Minions instead, to where their stupidity is tolerable.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's stupid. The stupid Luigi Rabbit is amazing. Gosh, oh my gosh, he's amazing. Like I don't like the Peach one's kind of annoying, but like I've just been watching the stupid Luigi one, and everything that he does is just amazingly dumb in the best way possible. They're better than the Minions. It's awesome.
Oh. Yeah, no, I mean that looks fantastic, and it was kind of surprising that that's where we saw Miyamoto this year on stage with Ubisoft, rather than on stage at Nintendo's show. But I'm okay with it. He came out, they had fun, they got their obligatory awkward moment out of the way on stage at the beginning there, and then we saw games, and it was great. And then, of course, you can't not talk about a heart-wrenching, beautiful moment of seeing Michelle Ansel come on stage and crying that his game finally gets to see the light of day.
Yeah. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Larry, I'm sure you played Beyond Good and Evil, but I was one of the few people.
I was playing it some yesterday again.
I was one of the few people who bought that instead of Prince of Persia that day, and like that game is just Game Informer recently they do the show called Replay where they replay old games, and then they do this Super Replay where they play through a whole game, and they did one recently on Beyond Good and Evil 1, and I've been rewatching it, and it's just that game has some really awesome character building, and definitely just if they can capture that and put it in a modern video game, like this is gonna, like I was telling Rey Osorio from Nerd Overdrive was on our show earlier, and I was telling him, I was like, this is gonna be that rare case where this cult classic with the story that they want to tell and the characters that they provide, they're going to have that rare chance of making this series go from cult classic to mainstream.
Yeah.
Just based on the way Ubisoft like builds their worlds and how dense the worlds can be. And if you can like really tell an awesome story, like a really meaningful story with these characters, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Sorry, I just seen the Super Mario amiibo. Beautiful.
Aren't they amazing?
Yeah, they are.
Yes.
I want the Pimp Suit Bowser. Oh my god.
I'm getting that one.
The one thing is, the rumor about Beyond Good and Evil right now is that they're not announcing platforms because they're working on a deal with Nintendo for a 1-year timed exclusive.
That rumor's been floating strong for a little bit here. I do think it was Beyond Good and Evil trailer was on Sony's YouTube channel and then went down. That it's been taken off of their channel.
Yeah.
So
and I wonder if that has to do with deals. And like, they still haven't announced platforms for this.
Yeah.
Thing. And
no, they haven't. Not a single console logo attached to that trailer.
And like, honestly, like with Beyond Good and Evil and the timed exclusive thing, I don't think it's going to be a Tomb Raider situation, just for the simple fact that I think a game like Beyond Good and Evil 1 resonates more with Nintendo fans.
Yeah.
Just the way the game is presented and the characters and stuff. Like, I feel like a lot of Nintendo fans will gravitate towards Beyond Good and Evil 2 as opposed to like Tomb Raider was so like it was so known for being a PlayStation franchise for so long that you know people felt betrayed when it was a Microsoft timed exclusive. I don't think we're gonna have that situation either.
And for me, Beyond Good and Evil just played better on GameCube. Like of course the GameCube controller is one of the best controllers. It just played better on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just a beautiful thing to see with those tears of joy.
Yeah. I love the characters they showed. Like the monkey guy, and like the main character looks like she's going to be more of a standout character than even Jade was. Like, she just seems really cool. And like, this is a prequel, so a lot of people are speculating that this might be Jade's mother
because of the eyes,
would be interesting
with the green eyes. Yeah.
I guarantee you she's related to Jade in some form. I don't like maybe
Has
even a grandmother, even like if they want to explore this world with a Beyond Good and Evil 3 potentially. Like, I don't know. I'm just really excited. I think the characters they showed were so cool. Ugh. I hope they bring back the reggae rhinoceros.
Mamago.
Yeah.
But yes. So thoughts on the rest of it though. Microsoft had a solid show. I think their presentation had some laggy bits, but they crammed in a shit ton of games though to make up for it. I think we spent way too much time staring at a Porsche on the stage.
I agree.
A ton of games. God, my heart just right at the end, you know, with that piano. I'm like, what the hell are they doing with the piano? And then the video starts. I'm like, nah, they're not nice enough to let me have this one. And the art style looks more like, it's just, am I allowed to get excited about this? And Ori comes walking on and he hugs the little owl and I screamed. New Ori.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I liked the live piano stuff, and like, you know, last year and this year, I guess Sony did the whole orchestra thing and tried to make the orchestra play a big part. But I think the way that they announced Ori with the piano was just a really good touch to bring that game back. And like, I still need to finish Ori and the Blind Forest, but I'm really excited for Ori too. Like,
oh my God, go finish it right now. Like, drop whatever the hell you're doing, including the go finish it now. Oh my God. They're probably one of the most beautifully sympathetic. I can't even call it a villain in that when you find out, you just melt.
Yeah.
A friend of mine at work that's playing Ori. I'm betting she's just finished, but she was telling me the other day that she spent her whole weekend, because I loaned her my copy. She's like, I spent the whole day, the whole weekend, screaming and cursing your name while I played this game because it's so good. But that beginning just killed me. It just tore my heart up and stomped on the pieces. The beginning of that game is worse than the beginning of the movie Up.
Yeah. Yeah, the beginning of that game is really sad.
So
it's like I don't know if I can continue playing this. I can't even see my TV right now. So many tears.
Oh, I wasn't crying. I was just like, I was just happy to play the game and on the Xbox One to play it.
What a weirdo. That didn't make you sad?
No.
You heartless bastard.
I know. Like it takes a lot to really push a point in the game. Like Nintendo games kind of do it for me in a sense. But like like Ori just made me want to buy a Xbox One. It didn't push me into tears or anything, but it just made me want to buy the system.
There is a pillow-sized Ori plushie coming.
I believe it.
Like
I'm shocked it's
up for order now, and it's the big mama with holding Ori in her arms, and it's like 60 pounds. So $60 European, which I think translates to roughly $80 US.
Can I tell you the only thing that ever made me cry about a video game was the first time I went to Symphony of the Goddess, and it was coming back from intermission, and they played the Great Fairy thing, and how beautiful it sounded. I literally teared up and cried. That was the only time I ever cried about a video game. And still, every time I hear it, I'd be ready to just choke, because hearing it live is just so breathtaking, so amazing.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the other couple of shows that are left to go over, and I hate to kind of blitz it, but I do have to go pick up a child.
The last night also, to you, Larry, the last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, Sony's show opened with some technical problems and an orchestral live music thing that went on far too long. They had that kind of music playing, and I'm like, okay, it's not Assassin's Creed because Microsoft's got that tied up. I was really honestly hoping to see Prince of Persia. That would have been cool. But instead we got Uncharted, which is okay. I'm all right with that. You know, Eddie and I talked about this thing that they're doing where we're getting these standalone stories at like $30-$40 a pop that are bigger than just little bits of DLC, but they're not charging full price for because they don't have to build, you know, brand new engines and whole new assets to make everything from scratch. I think that's a really cool thing, and I hope we see more of that going forward.
Yeah. Is the Horizon one standalone, or is it straight up DLC? Since they didn't
DLC.
Yeah, DLC as well. So
it's DLC. Yeah.
Eddie missed that terrible pun that I made when we were talking about, because I told him, I said, you know, the Frozen Wilds just looks really cool. Yeah, it's bad.
I told Ray, Ray, that I wanted the Westboro DLC for Far Cry 5.
Eddie, you went robot.
Yeah, he did. Hardcore robot.
Dang it! I want the Westboro DLC. The Westboro DLC for Far Cry 5. I mentioned that.
Oh my god!
I wanted it so bad.
Oh yeah, that was a thing from the Ubisoft show. I told Eddie, I said, when I saw the Far Cry 5 trailer, all I could think is, I want Westboro Baptist Church DLC expansion immediately.
And I literally just like A+ if they did that. Like they went purchase.
I'd sign up for that immediately.
I mean, we got the clan in Wolfenstein too.
Yep. So, but yeah, no, Sony though, you know, they definitely covered a solid amount of stuff there. That I was not expecting was Shadow of the Colossus remake. I hesitate to call it a remaster because it looks like they're redoing it from the ground up. And it looks beautiful. I'm not going to lie, though. When I saw that broken bridge, I was really hoping that we would be going back to after the events of Shadow of the Colossus. I would love to see somebody new fall into that trap all over again and play it anew in that world. But I'll take it all the same. It looks just stunning. I was super jazzed to see more. What I wanted to see out of that was that it looks like they have some of those more traditional God of War action scene set pieces where it's like, here's the block of scenery that you kind of stick to and you kill everything in that area before you go forward a little further, mixed with that third person over the shoulder camera thing that they were showing a lot of last year. I'm really, this is a character. I think to me he's very well written. This is the man that is the definition of Greek tragedy. And I'm very interested to see him grappling with his humanity, conflicting with everything that he's done in the past, and trying to figure out how to be a father again and how to love this child in whatever way he can. I think he's far too damaged as a human being to be able to do so like any normal person would. And I how they write that, but I'm really stoked for that. I also want to know, what is that kid's name? Because so far he's only called him Boy. We don't know that child's name.
I don't think he had a name in the game.
So
No, he has a name. I think they confirmed it somewhere.
Rounding out with Spider-Man looks fantastic. Oh, it looks good.
Yes.
Super get hype about that. The Sony show was solid. I would put it on par with the Microsoft show, but for different reasons. It was balanced differently. It wasn't as jammed, but it was a little more even keel than Microsoft's showing to me. And then, of course, everything that we just went through with Nintendo today, because every year I hold out hope, and I try not to, because the disappointment hurts. It hurts so much. But this year we nearly got it all. Like, literally the only thing missing for me personally was new F-Zero. And at this point, I've got 2 new Metroids, so I hope that they see that some of the franchises they've left are worth bringing around again.
You didn't just get 2 Metroids, you got Rocket League.
That too. Oh my God. You and I and Adrian have talked about this for months.
Yes.
Rocket League needs to happen. And I told you guys, I said, Psyonix is looking at it. They've been talking about it. Gnosis, whatever the hell they're called. They've been looking at it, trying to see if the community is there on the Switch to make it worth their money to bring it over. And we got confirmation. They slipped that one right in at the beginning with their little sizzle reel of stuff coming. That's got me super pumped. I was unbelievably happy that we did not spend pretty much any time on ARMS or Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
You've seen so much of that. Leave it be. And they did. They did this very smartly. I was also pleasantly surprised, because as much as they said we are focusing, and they did, that's the thing. They did focus on the stuff that's coming out, but then, they did slip in some 2018 stuff too. Some surprises that we weren't expecting, because everyone was so focused on those 4 numbers, 2017, that we got we're seeing a new Yoshi game that looks super cute. I'm fearful of the fact that we're getting a new Kirby, because lo, the harbinger of death when it comes to consoles.
A Pokemon game is coming.
So let's look at
core Pokemon game.
Let's look at 2018 real quick. And I know Metroid Prime 4 probably isn't coming in 2018. I mean, it might, but they've already announced a new Fire Emblem is coming. We've got Kirby, we've got Yoshi, we've got Pokemon, and possibly Metroid. That's next year. And that's not including, they'll probably bring over some sort of Smash port next year. I'm sure. Mario Maker's probably somewhere in there. They've already got almost a full lineup next year.
And Retro, and
that's arguably as good as this year.
Retro,
and we still don't know what Retro's doing.
And we still don't know what Retro's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's, there is confirmation that Prime 4 is not Retro Studios, which is why we didn't see their logo attached to that teaser.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have confirmation. I do not have confirmation, but there is rumor that it is being handled in-house in Kyoto for Prime 4.
And hopefully Hideo Kamiya, he was just like, it would be good to see something really wonderful happen at Nintendo's conference next tomorrow. He said that yesterday, so we might get a wonderful 102. Who knows? Like, we don't even know what Platinum is doing. They have to have something up their sleeve.
I mean, they've confirmed that they have a Switch exclusive project. They've gone on record saying we have a Switch exclusive project.
So we shall see, because I can't see them doing Metroid Prime. Like, Metroid Prime is first person. I can't see that being a third person.
No, they would be doing one of their franchise. I mean, I would go out on a limb and say it's probably either Wonderful 102 or Bayonetta. I don't think they would revisit Mad. I don't think they would revisit Mad World. I don't think
I wouldn't be upset about that though.
Ooh,
I mean, I wouldn't either. But Bayonetta, they're going to do something that's more popular than Mad World.
I would really want them to bring Vanquish back, or wish that Capcom gave them Beautiful Joe and made it straight Switch, and they do a new Beautiful Joe style game. Like, I miss that.
I'd be okay with that. But yeah, I think we already know actually what Metroid Prime 4 is about. About it at this exact moment, but I think we actually know already.
They have to bring Mother Brain. They have to bring her.
No, they don't. See, they've done interviews, and Tanabe has talked about the fact that he wants to dig more into whatever this beef between Silex and Samus is. Because for those that have not played it and gotten that 100% ending at the end of Corruption, when you see Samus leaving in her gunship, you see Silex chasing after her. Silex was from Hunters on the original DS.
Was it at the Phazon Samus?
No. You're thinking of Dark Samus. Silex is a wholly different character. Silex's backstory has to do with the fact that he's got some issue with the Federation, and apparently he's got some beef specifically with Samus.
I have to watch the ending of Corruption, because I did beat it, but I didn't 100% it. But it might be
gone.
Was it two that the Phazon was following her, or is that one? Is it that the regular Metroid? The Phazon was following her? There was one of them.
At the end of Prime 1, you see Dark Samus's hand come out of the remains of Metroid Prime from the final boss fight there, because she soaked up the Phazon from Samus's suit. The Phazon suit got Samus's DNA, and Dark Samus was born. At the end of Prime 2, you see Dark Samus reform in orbit around Aether, and then in Prime 3, Phase is destroyed. It's gone. And at the end of that, like I said, you see Samus leave Elysia, and then Silex's ship goes booking after her.
Ooh. So it's taking, because all of this.
I'm betting that we see finally them dig into the story that he wants to tell. What's this thing between Silex and Samus and the Federation that they've got an issue with?
This has to all happen before Metroid games, because
this all takes. Well, the first Prime 3 games sit between Metroid 1 and Metroid 2.
I thought the Prime games was how all of it started before Metroid even started.
Nope.
Because
Metroid 1, the Prime series, Metroid 2, Super, Other M, Fusion. So that's your order.
Well, it's Other M and Other M and Fusion is not together, because after Other M, when he dies, Fusion, the captain, when he dies, Fusion begins to happen, because it's the voice of Adam in that one.
Right.
That's kind of the connection.
Is uploaded. Yeah.
Because that's why I had that timeline. I had a problem. I think because when I was reading the interviews of the first Metroid Prime one, they were just talking about how Metroid Prime is supposed to be the actual first game before the actual Metroid story started.
Nope.
Prime 2 and 3 happened. That might have changed the canon.
No, I will send you a link to the proper timeline later on today. I'll send that to you for your amusement.
Send it to me too, because I want to see it too.
I will. Yeah, and Hunter sits between Prime 1 and Prime 2.
Okay. That was the multiplayer one, right? DS? Yep. That was the multiplayer one. Okay.
That's where Silex was introduced, was in Hunters.
Because 2 ends with the baby, but 3 Super Metroid, they replicate the Metroids with the baby Metroid?
No, that shit started in Fusion and then they backed it up to
there was more Metroids in Super Metroid, right?
Yeah, but that was the Pirates doing it. That wasn't the Federation.
Okay.
The Pirates were trying to breed them.
Okay.
So,
because the baby Metroid was the last one from Metroid 2.
Yep.
So,
the rest of them.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering if there were clones in Super Metroid.
They had the Mock-Troids that they were trying to make. That the Pirates were trying to make clones and weren't doing a very good job of it. There were the Mock-Troids, but they were also breeding the Metroids as well.
When that baby
Metroid,
when that big Metroid came out of Super Metroid, I was just like, what is this?
Yeah. But yeah, no, the rest of the Nintendo show was so solid all the way through. Confirming that Xenoblade Chronicles is still making 2017.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Which that's gonna be amazing if Switch has such a strong lineup for fall. You got Pokken in September, Mario in October, Xenoblade probably November. I'm assuming, right? Because they need a big November game.
Well,
you got Skyrim somewhere in there. You got Fire Emblem Warriors somewhere in there.
You got NBA 2K18 coming.
Yeah, all NBA 2K, FIFA, Monster Hunter, Double Cross is probably going to make its way over here at some point.
More than likely.
And me and Craig was talking about this, and I definitely feel that Xbox One X is Microsoft is in trouble. Much get all of Nintendo's holiday games just for the system itself instead of the $500.
Eddie, you were literally a Red Hot Chili Pepper song. You wouldn't go robot.
I still feel like the Switch. I feel like Nintendo has positioned themselves well to make the Switch a good companion to your first console, and as a huge Nintendo fan. I mean, you, me, and Eddie, Nintendo is always going to be our first console, but in terms of the general gaming audience, if you own a PlayStation or an Xbox, the Switch is really making a good case for it to be your second console, and
it's making a strong stand to be your primary.
Yeah, I mean, It's really just the games they're showing are really interesting and awesome. They're actually, what are they showing right now? What is this game?
I don't know. Let me pull it up.
Is this Xenoblade? No,
possibly.
It might be Xenoblade.
Yeah, Xenoblade.
But man, Nintendo's first party is really killing it, and they're doing such a good job of spacing everything out, but also making you anticipate their next title. And that's why I'm really excited to be a Nintendo fan right now, because Wii U, we didn't have a new big Nintendo title every 6 weeks. It was more like every 6 months.
Yeah, no kidding. And then that stealth announcement at Treehouse. We're getting the official remake to Metroid 2.
Yeah, gosh.
Return of Samus becomes Samus Returns.
Hey, Larry. the guys from AM2R was just like, "Hey Nintendo,
I've been talking with him. So where's my
like,
job offer? Yeah. No, and I told Steve, I said, you know what? I am officially going with the brand new Metroid split timeline theory, because I'm sorry, AM2R is just such a beautiful, perfect piece of artwork that I don't want that canon disrupted in my head. So I'm now officially starting the Metroid split timeline theory. AM2R and Samus Returns now exist in separate realities. That's it. That's how I'm going to rectify this shit in my head.
That's funny.
But yeah, no, I mean, it was solid front to back for a little 25-minute showing to come in and just mop the floor with everybody. You know, I was so ready for disappointment. I was okay with the fact that I'm getting Ori 2. I'm like, you know what? If I don't see Metroid this year, my game of the show, because it's just so beautiful and perfect in all the right ways. And then Metroid comes in that, and like I said, Beyond Good and Evil 2, and then Prime 4. I'm like, we just hit the holy fucking trinity, at E3, and then top of that, Samus Nintendo just bigger and bigger, and at this point, the only things we have left to bitch about now are Half-Life 3 and F-Zero, which, by the way, we're waiting for comment, Gabe. Where the fuck you at with that? So,
yeah, like I told Ray and Corey, Nintendo snatched everybody wigs and purses and shoes and everything with this conference. Like they just
smashed it.
And they were just like, here, Metroid Prime 4, but we're doing development, so we can't show you nothing. But we're gonna give you a little bit something extra, babies. Metroid Samus Returns, and then they gave us the amiibo, and that Metroid amiibo is gonna sell out pretty quick because everybody's gonna be squishing the Metroid itself. Like, yes.
But guys, I hate to do it, and thank you for inviting me on to cream myself a little bit more. But I got to go pick up a larva of my own here, and then get back to doing a few other things. Eddie, I will hit you up with a message so that we can record in a little while as well.
All right. Larry, where can we find World 11 Podcast?
You'll find us all over the place on Twitter at World1_1 Podcast. Click like on the Facebook page so you can get our news, content, reviews, and occasional giveaways and other goodies in your Facebook feed. Join the conversation, join the group on our forums group, World 11 Podcast Forum on Facebook, and you'll of course find us at our home on ShoutEngine.com as well as on iTunes and Google Play Music. DNA Network, Podknife, and coming soon to NGR Radio.
Yes,
Yay.
Yes.
So,
I'm working on that. As soon as Ed and I are done, I'm going
the
to
RSS feed.
What?
I've got a direct link for the RSS feed. Do you want it?
Yeah, go ahead and send it to me. I'll
that's the dynamic feed that'll update. So
yeah, go ahead and send that to me.
Will do. Guys, take it easy. Thank you so much.
Bye, Larry.
See you, Larry.
See you tonight.
Take it easy.
Yeah, I'm adding optional opinion. I'm adding optional opinion and World 11 to the show pages of NGR Radio. I love you guys so much. Like I honestly, I would like to do more with you and Larry than anything else right now. Like I love you guys and your interviews and stuff so much that it's just like, yeah, I'm just, everything is just, it's amazing. Don't get me wrong. I love Matt. I love Matt and I love NGR Radio. I'm just saying.
Yes.
World 11 is also amazing.
What about optional opinion? I don't get no love.
Optional opinion's amazing, Ed. No, really, it is. It is.
People keep forgetting my baby. I'm like, that's my podcast. I work hard for it.
Oh man, this game looks amazing. Oh my gosh, this looks so good.
Just in Rocket League to see Mario Karts, oh, that would be super fun. Crossplay.
What in
Rocket League? Yes.
Yeah, well, they confirmed there's Nintendo stuff in this version of Rocket League, so that'll be interesting. It's gonna be so weird, like if you're cross-playing with someone on Xbox One and you just see this cart drive by with a Mario hat on. Because they confirmed cross-platform play. That's interesting. They're really showing off the characters for Xenoblade right now, by the way. If you guys are still watching and hanging out with us on the stream. I do only have a few minutes left, though. I should probably spend time with my wife since I'm off today and she's not at work today. So.
Oh. Well. Everybody, I'll go ahead and plug in. On Twitter at that retro code. You can also hear Nintendo Pow Block at NGR Radio on YouTube. You can hear my podcast Optional Opinion at SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, the Anonymous Radio Network.podbean.com. I am going to do a follow-up to the E3 conferences. I'm sorry everybody for being late. I'm just going to combine all the conferences that I didn't do, which is Microsoft, Ubisoft, Sony, and now Nintendo and Bethesda. Like, so I'm gonna do all 5 in one show. You also go read my stuff, the moment at skirmishfrogs.com. And yeah, listen to my other podcast also at World 101 Podcast at shoutengine.com that I do with Larry Giver. Thank you guys for joining us for this episode, for this live stream. Nintendo just once again just killed it.
Yeah, we'll probably go more in depth on Thursday's show, probably, of everything that happened during the Nintendo Treehouse and the Direct and all the other Switch games that were announced not on the Nintendo's Direct, like the Mario Rabbids stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff I think we should get into on Thursday. So that episode is going to be interesting.
Yes.
Like I said, we're returning. This is not a normal episode of Pow Block, but it will be going up on the feeds just for your listening pleasure. It's not a standard episode, but next time we will have a proper episode of E3. This was an amazing E3.
Yes.
I mean, what everybody else announced compared to what Nintendo announced, like I was hyped for a lot of games, and then Nintendo just kind of blew everything out of the water with their announcements and their showing. Like, this Xenoblade looks amazing right now. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and plug myself. You can follow me on Instagram at CoreyInHD, on Twitter at CoreyHudsonInHD. You can find this show on our NGR Radio YouTube page and on ngrradio.com. I'm actually going to go update the website right now with some things from World 1-1 and Optional Opinion from Edward and Larry's. Gosh, you guys need to go back and listen to some of the interviews they've been doing lately. It's amazing. What else is there? Sorry, I'm just entranced in this battle system. You can also check out all of our content on ngrradio.com. I need to get to writing again. I haven't been writing in a long time. Ed's put some reviews and some current things up there, though. So Ed's keeping up. Ed's the good one. Ed's the one that keeps up on everything.
Yay.
What else? I think that's it. We'll see you on Friday, I guess, for our normal episode.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching this live stream. We will see you guys later.
All right. Have a good time, everybody. Enjoy the rest of E3. And